fake the handoff, reverse around the far side. Look at that close, and then the splash play on the tackle.
Hamilton cuts his way back to the middle part of the field. He's off to the races, and another touchdown.
Post Preps TV Game of the Week, presented by American Furniture Warehouse.
Starting at quarterback,
Welcome to the North Area Athletic Complex. It is 0 week here in Colorado, and it's time for prep football. Hi, everybody. I'm Cory Lopez. Marty Cesario will be alongside here in our American Furniture Warehouse Game of the Week. We roll 10 weeks of football for you, and we start in 0 week with a great matchup. It is number 3 Pomona and number 4 Mullen matching up here on the natural turf. It feels like football. It's going to sound like football. You're going to have a chance to see all of it in 0 week as Pomona matches up against Mullen. We'll highlight this game and talk about some injuries that may affect this game and the kickoff just around the corner. In just a moment, here from the North Area Athletic Complex, affectionately known as the NAC, it's the American Furniture Warehouse Game of the Week.
Get the Denver Post Preps coverage delivered to your inbox. Sign up for newsletters at denverpost.com/alerts.
Back to the NAC we come here as our Game of the Week, presented by American Furniture Warehouse. I'm Cory Lopez, Marty Cesario alongside, and circle this one out. I know it's 0 week, but man, you put a big red circle around this matchup to start it off because there's a jumble of teams that are going to be shooting for a state championship. I know there's back-to-back champions in Valor that's down the road, down in the South Metro area, but there are a handful of teams that are going to be vying for it, and we get 2 of them here tonight between Pomona and Mullen.
Colorado's pretty consistent at the high school level in terms of football. You know, there's not a wide open amount of teams that have a shot, but then you can go ahead and extend that and say, well, there are about 7 or 8 who legitimately, you know, have plans to make it to the big house and take a shot at the title. The 2 teams you're going to watch it here this evening, Mullen and Pomona, are certainly in that group of 7 or 8 teams, and that's part of why the excitement exists out here up on the northwest side of the Denver metro area, is we're getting ready to watch 2 of the elites get after each other. And you mentioned 0 week, the way the scheduling fits out, you get 2 or 3 non-conference games, and programs like this, there's no fear in terms of who they want to play to test themselves, and also in terms of how they want to collect points. You got to play the best, and each of these squads is doing that this evening.
There's some injuries that we're going to talk about, some key injuries at that. We'll have that for you as the 2 sides come together for the coin flip. We'll return here to the NAC. It is our Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse.
With the largest showrooms and best selection, today's American Furniture Warehouse has something for everyone. We carry hundreds of accent chairs, stools, and recliners at prices that you've come to expect from American. If you haven't been to one of our 14 locations in Colorado or Arizona, come in and take a look. Or shop online at afw.com, and we'll white glove deliver into your home and set it up for you. American Furniture Warehouse, the lowest prices anywhere, anytime.
Watch new episodes of Post Preps TV with Kyle Newman every week at denverpost.com/preps.
Post Preps Game of the Week here presented by the Denver Post and American Furniture Warehouse. I talked about injuries for Big Black. A key injury, Marty.
Yeah, impact injury. You watched last year in the 2016 playoffs, Max Borghi, who is a commit to Washington State University, suffered that knee injury. He is still rehabilitating that knee. I spent a lot of time with him on campus just recently this week. He's in good shape, but still not quite there. He will not be playing this evening. An all-stater, one of the top 5 players in the state of Colorado, will not be participating tonight.
How about that? So it's going to be on the young guys, and we'll highlight some of those guys as we get a little closer to the starting lineups and we get in toward the game. Last year was a good one for Big Black. Not quite good enough, though. Runners up for a second year in a row. You think about this as they rolled through last year. When the injury hit with Max Borghi, I said, well, that's probably it. No, not with Pomona, not with Jay Madden. That's not what they did. And you see the run that they actually made there all the way through the season.
Well, that run fits their identity, how we've come to know Pomona in the last 2 decades under head coach Jay Madden. You know, without Max Borghi, they lost him, Gonzalez, another skills player. Never had Jake Moretti,
right?
You know, going to Ohio State University. He's going to redshirt over there in the Buckeye State, and still were able to advance to the championship game. Remarkable run, but yes, still a 3rd time they finished as the runner-up.
Last year for the Mullen Mustangs, they started strong after the loss to Big Black and Pomona, 28-21. They rolled off 3 in a row. The biggest one, the state champions from the year before and last year as well in Valor Christian. You really saw something there, but it got muddled down in that tough loss on the road, and as they got into the playoffs, they just couldn't sustain how hot they had been through the regular season.
Yeah, and then eventually they lost to a great program under a great head coach in Dave Logan and Cherry Creek.
Right.
The one that pops out that's very relevant today, you see that Week 2 win over Valor Christian. That's the worst defeat in the history of Valor's football program, and the quarterback starting this evening for Mullen, he led the way in beating those Eagles on that day.
Good stuff. We've got more on this matchup, and the kickoff is just around the corner here on the Game of the Week.
American Furniture Warehouse is the largest furniture retailer in the country, and now you can order online at thenewafw.com. Shop the largest selection of living room, bedroom, and dining room collections, all right here at the lowest prices. We'll carefully pack and ship your new furniture directly to your home, where our own professionally trained drivers will set it up for you. We can deliver almost anywhere in the U.S. in our own fleet of trucks. Shop online with nationwide delivery at American Furniture Warehouse.
Catch up on the latest Colorado sports news. Wherever you are, whenever you want it, watch the DPTV Sports Minute with Alexis Perry, 24/7 at denverpost.com/DPTV. Catch up.
Back we come here to the NAC. Here's what's coming up here on the schedule. Our broadcast schedule, we mentioned 10 weeks starting here in 0 week. They rolled through fairly quickly, but we're going to be busy on Friday nights, Marty, and a great lineup.
It's a nice schedule. We got a lot of great games with 2 squads that all fit within what we're going to witness tonight. A lot of elite teams playing on the Post Preps TV Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse every Friday night on this digital network. By the way, shout out to Kyle Newman, Daniel Boniface, the Post crew. Very much impact with them in getting this put together so you can have a series of football games in 2017.
Belat, Vivens standing back deep, ready to take this one. Adrian Jackson is back deep for Mullen here as well, getting ready for the kickoff as Mullen will start on offense. McGuire Mallory will do the kicking duties here. The right footer ready to go with a 5-yard drop, and the kick going to be taken at about the 6-yard line. And that is Ajon Vivens. Vivens right up the middle here. Little spin move. Normally your phone booth on the kickoff, but it worked out well as he takes it all the way up to about the 31-yard line.
You'll mention number 9 a lot tonight, Cory Lopez. Ajon Vivens one of the lead players on this very talented Mullen football program. You see him get right back into the offensive huddle to play the H position in Tom Thinnell's offense as Dominic DePizzle, the quarterback, gets things started up for the Mustangs.
The junior is ready to go, and he'll go from shotgun. That's typical Tom Thinnell offense here that we're going to see as they go trips to the right side. DePizzle's going to go up top, try to make a big strike, but he's going to overthrow his intended receiver in Wind Henderson. The junior, pretty fast, couldn't catch up to that one though.
Tom Thinnell opening up with two deep routes, not only Wind Henderson on the near side bottom of your monitor, but also along the near seam. Jake Bilat was running deep also, so Mullen trying to catch Pomona off guard on a very big night. 0-week opening night. You don't know how everybody's dialed in. That was a little test there by the Mullen Mustangs.
We'll show you the starters in a minute, but the quarterback for Mullen was on the coverage. Nice catch by Vibbins here on the near side. The quick strike and the tackle is made by Jack Thiel here on the near side. A little short of the first down.
Jack Thiel, and also you want to pay attention on the near side cornerback position. Ryan Marcus, also the starting quarterback for the Pomona Panthers. He's going to go both ways this evening. Ryan Marcus, as explained by Coach Jay Madden, could be an all-stater at the DB position.
9 yards on the strike. Brings up a 3rd down and 2. They've got to get to the 43-yard line for a first down. Up under center and an offset eye. They go to the big fullback here. It's going to be close, running right into the heart of that big black defense there that time. And they gave it off right up the middle there to their fullback in Zach Krause.
Well, this is perfect for us up on the left side, north side of the press box, the press suite upstairs. It's right in front of me. For you, it's pretty easy actually. That's 4th and a very thick 1 yard to go.
True to form, Mullen aggressive, like they took the first shot on first down. Now on 4th and 1, it looks like they're going to go for it. A tight eye behind, twins up top, and they give it off to the eye back who's got it and blasts his way to about the 47-yard line there. And a nice carry and a good block up front by Alonzo Moon, who took that big hole and got more than the one that they needed.
Ivan Rodriguez, the center, Colton Haight, Brock Langren crashing in from his tackle position. There's Big 70 right there near side to us on the screen. Doing a good job. All you needed was 1 yard. Push people around, and that's what Mullen did. Got the first down.
Very close to Pomona territory here. The first down of the game for the Mustangs as they go back into the shotgun here. Just underway, our Denver Post Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse. Long count. DePizzle's got it. And a quick smoke route going to the far side over there. Henderson's got it. A little juke and breaking tackles, falling forward to the 41-yard line here. He stepped through a couple of tackles there, Marty. Kenny Mays, in spite of the guy who shoestringed him down.
Using that length after the catch from Wind Henderson, the junior Z receiver. Timely play call, also recognition by Dominic DePizzle. You had a big cushion there from that far side cornerback position, so flip it over to Wind Henderson, let him do some things on his feet.
12 yards on the catch and run. First down and 10 in Pomona territory now from the 41-yard line. DePizzle's got it, looking to his left, and will fire it out there too high. Sailed it over the head that time of Adrian Jackson. On the coverage, Sanjay Strickland. Strickland was right there and probably closer to the ball, but that one really sailed on DePizzle.
You never know how the play calling is going to evolve. Surprising to me, knowing Santos Magina, the senior cornerback on that far side, twice in a row, DePizzle and Mullen go to attack a possible all-stater in Santos Magina.
Got to see what he's got here in 0 week, that's for sure. Fake the jet route, fire it out to the far side. Henderson's got this one and got some room down that sideline as he's finally spun out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. I take that back. They actually found Jackson on the far side on the quick hit, and boy, he went 0 to 60 in no time.
Adrian Jackson, you see the size of him. That's why he's going to be an Oregon Duck next year. You got to find a way to get him the football. He'll go both ways, and you add the fact that they went ahead and pulled out Florian McCann, who will be playing Division I ball in the Mountain West for CSU. That's a very nice play that led to a first down.
15 yards on that play there, and it's back to the ground game and back to the eye back as he takes it. Moon ahead he goes to near the 13-yard line. He bounced forward for a couple of more and He got to that second level very, very quickly that time. There wasn't much that Big Black could do. Garrett Warner, one of the guys that slowed him down enough to get some help.
Kind of a new face in Alonzo Moon for this Mullen offense compared to what we've seen the last couple of years. Coach Thinnell enjoys him. Describes his way of going about his business as no quit in each carry, and got himself another first down for his Mullen Mustangs.
Run of 13, another first down, as Marty mentioned here. The eye set again, and the fullback slides to the left, and they go back to Moon, trying to go around that right side. Takes it up near the 11-yard line. That time, breaking through was Jack Thiel. Thiel got around the edge and wrapped up Moon.
You watch enough football as you're witnessing this with us on Post Preps TV. You see the development in this first series for Mullen through the air, go up top on that far side, on the ground. They love the right side of the line, and it's clicking for Rodriguez, Haight, and Langren.
2nd down and 8 coming up here, and a long time in the huddle as you see the clock ticking down. First possession for the Mustangs here. They took the opening kickoff. This will be the 10th play of the drive. And back to the pistol set and the Wildcat at that as Vivens will keep it himself after the fake and lunge ahead to inside the 6-yard line.
Thought that play was going to go for more yardage, possible touchdown. Great reaction defensively for Pomona.
Kyle Moretti was one of the guys that got back in there and filled that hole. It looked pretty wide for a moment for Vivens.
Moretti was one of them, yes. That's Jake's younger brother. And then Mateo Crispin, the senior linebacker, doing a great job just hopping into the play to make the stop. Again, I thought that was going for a TD perhaps.
Red zone time, but it is 3rd and 2. They can get a first down if they get to the 3. From the eye set again, they'll give it off to the I-back who bounces to the outside, cuts his way inside, and it's a Mullen touchdown. Alonzo Moon in for 6.
No quitting that celebration for the senior running back, Alonzo Moon. We've applauded the line as you look across the way. It's wide out for Mullen. Here's the replay on Post Preps TV. A whole lot of Moon on that one. Just bounced to the outside. A little bit of a screen there for Jackson. Nice work, and Moon made that cut. Touchdown. First series offensively for Mullen.
Vincenzo Serini, the left-footed kicker, is on for the extra point try. It is up, and it is true. 7-0. Mullen with the lead on their first possession as they drive down an 11-play drive at that. 68 yards and a 5-yard touchdown run by Alonzo Moon. Break here, we come back. It'll be Pomona's turn when we return on the Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse.
American Furniture Warehouse is the largest furniture retailer in the country. And now you can order online at thenewafw.com. Shop the largest selection of living room, bedroom, and dining room collections, all right here at the lowest prices. We'll carefully pack and ship your new furniture directly to your home where our own professionally trained drivers will set it up for you. We can deliver almost anywhere in the U.S. in our own fleet of trucks. Shop online with nationwide delivery at American.
Did you know the Denver Post has live audio broadcasts of high school sports games? Listen to the Game of the Week on Post Preps Radio. Go to denverpost.com/preps to find upcoming games or listen to archived coverage. Did you know?
Back to the NAC, and you can see 7 points already up on the board here for Mullen. Big Black's going to get their opportunity in just a moment. Magina back deep, so is Pospisil. And the kick goes into the end zone. Once it crosses the goal line in high school football, Federation rules, it's an automatic touchback. Let's take a look at the starters for the Pomona offense. They get their first opportunity to roll out here on their first possession. Led by Jay Madden, ranked 3rd in the state. Ryan Marcus leading things up top. And you'll notice missing Max Borghi, so really it's going to fall to Thearius Robinson. And again, you're going to see this attack. Watch them as they come out. The trips up top. You've got 4 essentially in the pattern with a man on the hip of Marcus, who slides to the left. Whoop, bad snap, but a good job by Marcus. He short-hopped it, and a quick throw, and a little bit of room here to run for Pospisil. Up to about 39 yards light. How about that? Get him in space and he looks good.
Nice play call. Good reaction by Marcus to pick up that football and keep the play going. We do have a flag on the field. You see the reaction by Billy Pospisil. He likes that. One of my favorite players. This kid, he might be a running back. Problem is they've got so many talented guys to play that position. Pospisil plays the wide out. He's stronger and faster this year and just has a knack for making plays consistently. Game in, game out. Just made a play there.
Well, they're going to keep walking it forward. A defensive holding. Here is the starters for the defense for the Mustangs. And we throw the names up here. Replay first, and you're going to see if we can see it. There we go. Now the Mustangs starting defense there, and look for Heroes, Hahn, Jackson, the guys, the linebackers there, be making some plays. On 1st down and 10 from the Mullen 46-yard line, a quick strike to the outside, and they're able to find Pospisil once again with that quick move.
Like that tight look at Pospisil. Squat's about 425. Whew. A thicker receiver than you might normally see at the preps level.
2nd down and 3, quick go, and they're going to find Pospisil once again. Man-to-man defense on the far side over there. Ajon Vivens is the guy who has to make the sure tackle, but it's another 1st down for Pomona.
Mullen's first series kept attacking Magina, the far side corner. Pomona, their first series, going after Ajon Vivens, the future Mountain West ball player. No fear here in 0 week.
7-yard gain there. 1st down and 10. On the roll is Marcus now, throwing against, and the catch made out of bounds there. Nice time as Von Stitt was right there with the receiver who had to go up high for it. And again, Riley Govan could not come down with it.
Well, the magnets for coverage for Mullen. You know, we talk about Vivens, Adrian Jackson. Von Stitt is a very good-looking ball player, and when you get field level and stand next to him, you say, all right, you look the part, and you see him make a nice play there in defensive coverage.
Under 8 to go here in this first quarter. Post-preps game of the week, 2nd down and 10 now. Marcus will be back in the shotgun. Robinson is on his hip. Is that who's going to get the football? No, Marcus going to keep it himself, and a quick throw out here to Pospisil. He breaks one tackle a little bit and is finally thrown back. They'll give him forward progress to about 25 yards. And Adrian Jackson got his mitts on him and was able to hold him and get help.
That play made by Adrian Jackson needed one block to pop that play. You can see it in the replay. Jackson able to get right through. Kind of a disadvantage for the Pomona receiver who was supposed to make that block, Riley Govan. He had 2 players to tap.
They picked the flag up. You heard our white cap out there. It was right on the line when he threw it, but they say it's okay. And as long as it goes backwards, you can throw it as far as you want, as long as it's behind the line of scrimmage or even ahead of the line of scrimmage.
That's what I was thinking.
Throw it backwards. So
clearly a lateral.
It's a 3rd and 3, and a quick strike to the outside. Hit immediately. It's enough for the 1st down, though, as he's able to find David Ross, the junior, with a nice catch. He got hit as soon as he caught that football, but it's a 1st down.
Well, this fits what Jay Madden and I talked about. He said Pomona, you know, much to the credit of Ryan Marcus, his quarterback, they were going to pass the football a lot this year, especially at the start of the season. Could be some good, could be some bad. Right now, they've advanced already to the 20, past the 20.
7-yard pickup on that throw there. Marcus now looks to the right. Whoop, blitz coming. Didn't see it. Spun into the arms of a Mullen Mustang there. As Henry Hahn came right around that left edge.
Well, that chaos was created by Damian Perez on the far side end. Look at the replay. Nice recognition by Marcus to not release the football, but 15 started things off, and then eventually finishing things up for the Mullen Mustangs, and nicely done, by the way, was Henry Hain.
So Hain with the sack from Mullen to stop things, at least for now. 2nd and long, and they pass to a wide open receiver at the 10-yard line, dived into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Has answered. Colton Mueller with the catch and the nifty run. He didn't have anybody within 10 yards when he caught that football.
Created by the feats of Ryan Marcus on the run, and also the play calling of Madden's offensive staff. The pressure's starting to come at Marcus, so what do? You get your guy who's got nice feet on the run, goes to the far side, finds Mueller, touchdown, Pomona, pending the PAT, could be even up here in game one.
Mallory, the right-footed kicker, splits the uprights, and we are indeed tied with 6:55 left to go. Plenty of offensive action here in our post-preps game of the week, presented by American Furniture Warehouse. We're back in just a moment to the NAC.
American Furniture Warehouse is the largest furniture retailer in the country. And now you can order online at thenewafw.com. Shop the largest selection of living room, bedroom, and dining room collections, all right here at the lowest prices. We'll carefully pack and ship your new furniture directly to your home, where our own professionally trained drivers will set it up for you. We can deliver almost anywhere in the U.S. in our own fleet of trucks. Shop online with nationwide delivery at American Furniture Warehouse.
Got an idea you think would make a great story in the Denver Post? Submit it at denverpost.com/news tips.
We're at the NAC, where the weather system is its own little creature, but it is still August, so we don't have to worry about that. It is a beautiful day here in Arvada.
Do not jinx us, okay? You back off. Don't mess with Mother Nature.
I was going to mention
okay?
there haven't been a lot of flags
right.
either, but we'll just let that.
We could have Harvey just swoop up here and create, well, kind of the things we've seen over the last couple of decades covering preps football in Colorado.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fun to be at the NAC. Big Black and Mullen.
I did bring a heavy coat just in case. Mallory to kick it away after the 24-yard touchdown strike by the Panthers to answer here. Bivens has it and spins out of trouble at the 25, and now back into the jaws of the special teams tacklers there. A nice return up to the 35-yard line.
You know what special teams coaches are going to like about that? And E1 coaching staffs look at Bivens, makes that spin, doesn't belly out, goes directly forward, gains 5 yards instead of maybe just 2.
Well, it's Dominic DePizzle's second opportunity here after their 11-play, 67-yard drive. Mullen answered with their own little drive of 8 plays and 80 yards.
Success on the first series. Got that 7 on the board, resulting in the Alonzo Moon touchdown. See what the Mustangs can do here.
From the near side hash, and one of the offensive linemen flinched a little bit here. This is not new. Tay Mitchell called out there. I was going to say they've been doing this for a while. They're actually calling the numbers out. It's not to point out the player to the fans. It's actually for coaches. Right. Otherwise, you got to have an official come over and tell the coach who was it. Now they just do it over the mic, which is nice for us as well. Still first down, but now 15 to go from the I set play action. DePizzle looking in trouble and hit and sacked. Woo, baby, that was a big hit. Mike.
Common term in football, right there. It's a seam route going along to win Henderson. Well covered by Ryan Marcus and also Kenny Mace downfield.
And give MJ Allen the credit. I saw Marcus jumping up and down. He was the second guy there, but DePizzle was already down. Well, that's a big sack there after the penalty on first down, so it is a 2nd and long here. 21 yards for a first down. Quick smoke route to the far side. Bivens looking for some room out there. Stays on his feet. Boy, he can take a hit up to the 30-yard line. There's a host of tacklers in on this one for Big Black. Mateo Crespin is one of the players up there along with Thiel.
You'll see in the replay, great blocking downfield. You had Bilot, Henderson, and a couple of linemen using their feet to get all the way downfield, including Brock Langren. Nice hustle, guys.
So it chisels down the third down, but it's still very long, about 14 yards. They've got to get to their own 45-yard line. The ball resting right now on the 31-yard line. Remember, 5-yard penalty for procedure and then a big sack. So they are in a hole right now. A lot of time, only a 2-man rush. The throw to the side, it's enough for a first down. Jackson will make the catch over on the ball side, and Ryan Marcus gave him a little bit too much cushion.
That'll make the defensive staff unhappy. Huge cushion, long. comeback route along that sideline.
Oh, and it wasn't Marcus. My apologies. Magina was actually the one that was on the I wondered why Marcus, as a safety, had to go over and make that play. It was not. It was Magina, but boy, he was way off of him.
See the value of having Jackson out there. He's a big target. Just opened up and first down.
15 yards there. Moon's getting it off the left side. Across the midfield stripe he goes, and they're going to put it right at the midfield stripe with that run off the left side to keep him honest.
Most of the run game in that first series was to the right side of the line. This time, handoff and see what Taye Mitchell and Florian McCann can do pushing people around. Nice 4-yard gain to get this set of downs going for Mullen.
2nd and 6 here right from the 50-yard line. 4-man defensive front for Big Black as the Mustangs get ready to go, and just into the neutral zone. Just couldn't help himself. Diego was listening to the pizzle, and that hard count drew him off.
You wonder on those if Pomona's defensive line start to feel like they sense the rhythm of the cadence of Dominic DePizzle, and then he changed it up on him.
Nice job by the junior. Think about that. Up to the 45-yard line of Pomona now. A 2nd down and 1 coming as we get set to drop under 4 minutes here. From the NAC, we can actually see downtown Denver from here. It's a beautiful night and a hot night on the field for the players. We'll have to watch it and see. A little play action this time to Pizzle. He's going up top, but he threw it to the outside, and it's picked off right at the goal line. Oh, I bagged on him before, but Santos Magina comes back and picks it off. I'll show you a cushion. He just tracked down a ball that was thrown to the outside.
Mullen kept attacking Magina on that far side corner in the first series. Magina that time, Mullen making a mistake, getting some love from the staff there. Went chased that football down. I'm not sure many in the building thought that anybody was going to get to that football. Thought it was long, just going to hit the turf. Next play, no, Santos goes and get it. First turnover of the game.
You saw there the receiver that was going down the seam was expecting it to come down the seam, and it didn't. It went to the outside, so he'd kind of given up on it. I don't know if he'd have got to it anyway. Well, the first turnover of the game, and with 3:39 left to go in the first quarter, Pomona now with the shadow of the goalposts right on their back. They will go from their own 3-yard line. And they'll go from the shotgun. That's Marcus there. He's going to hand it off to the running back, who's got some room to the 2nd level and to the 3rd across the 23-yard line. Speed will kill you, and that time super speed.
Therius Robinson getting it done there. 2-time state champion wrestler. Not that big a kid. Tough as nails. You see his quick bursts. First down for Pomona.
19 yards on the pickup. Give it back to Robinson. See what happens as he pushes that right side. And it's not just Robinson that's doing it. It's the right side of that line as they get him to about the 25. Good look there as Cooper Johnson, fullback, linebacker, hard-nosed, stuck his nose in there and slowed it down enough.
Call him hard-nosed, you know, in special teams. Cooper Johnson's listed as the shield. I had to call the special teams coach and go, what's that about?
That's an awesome
If I'm
name.
listed as the shield, I mean, don't I puff my chest a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Outside the 25. Whoa, high snap. Marcus trying to fall on it. Ball's loose. Mustangs might be on top of it here. First one to it was Dietrich, but he went over the top, but he comes away with it. Turnabout, fair play. Easy over, but look at where the Mustangs will start now after the fumble.
How about that reward for the reaction and the hustle by Nathan Dietrich, a 4-year starter on the defensive line for Mullen, coming from the far side end, gets to the football. Turnover created by the defense on the rush. Mishap by Pomona. And after Santos Magina gets an interception for Pomona quickly like that, Mullen's in a great spot within the 15.
In the red zone, they'll go from the 14-yard line here. Well, you get a sense here. You have these opportunities. You got to take it. You got to score with it here. Off to Moon. Alonzo Moon tries to bounce to the outside. Got some room up near the 6-yard line and finally spun down there. A little bit of room, and then it closed up quickly. Mateo Crespin, one of the players in on the tackle, along with Kenny Mays.
Mays had to react there. That's the second time in this area. We pointed out, and you've seen it on the replays, where linebackers at the second two levels had to react and save their defense from yielding a touchdown. Down in this red zone area so far in the first quarter, Mullen's offensive line doing a good job up front.
8-yard pickup on that one. They go back to Moon as he scoots his way ahead to about the 3-yard line and is blasted backward then by Tyler Arnold.
That time, good work and the win on that play for Pomona's interior lineman. Michael Marquez, MJ Allen, Garrett Warner up front there, giving a little push back.
Marty gets a first down, so
okay,
goal to go here from the 3-yard line of Pomona. Mullen trying to get that lead back. 11-play, 67-yard drive to open things up. Mullen turned the ball over. They were trying to answer Pomona's touchdown that had tied things up, but they got it right back on a high snap. Give to the fullback, who is immediately snowed under that time. They gave it to Kraus, but he had nowhere to go. Garrett Warner, one of the guys in on it, he got submarined a little bit.
Trying to get a read on which backer that was that filled the hole, but that's a nice job.
Lost a yard on the play, so 2nd and goal from inside the 4 of Pomona. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. Mullen trying to get the lead back. DePizzle under center, gives to Moon, follows his blocker, falls forward. He's very close, maybe down inside the 1-yard line. And coming up, Camino wrapped around the feet to keep him from turning those legs forward any farther, but it's inside the 1-yard line.
Tanner Kimmenaugh getting in there, and that's who I thought it was on that last play, and then this one you just witnessed. That's the big kid Moretti filling in from the middle linebacker position.
3rd and goal from the 1. Long count. Moon's got it, and the big push puts the Mustangs up top again. The touchdown.
Well, Moretti chose correctly twice in a row. That time just a little far off in the gap just to the left of where you saw Moon advance over the goal line.
It is Moon, touchdown of the game. This time from 1 yard out here. Look at the big push up front there. Great block by Cooper Johnson, the fullback. Just leveled the guy coming off the edge. And it'll be Cesario on for the extra point. The lefty straight and true. 14-7 here on the Post Preps game of the week. It is 0 week, and man, did we get a good one here. It's presented by American Furniture Warehouse. Make your hard-earned money go farther with AFW this Labor Day.
Another good look at that Mullen community over there. Bringing a wide out up the road from the west side of Denver.
Well, smart to do that because temperatures were in the 80s today.
Yeah, you're right.
It is still summertime,
right,
essentially, here toward the back end of August. You doing the same thing I'm doing?
You checking the temperature?
Yeah.
What do you have? I've got 85.
Well, I had 87 before, but 80 or 84. Sure. 84 at the neck. How about that?
At 7:31 Mountain Time.
I think long pants are a bad choice.
Which we had to professionally wear.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Spending all that time out at training camp and you up there in Fort Collins all the time at the Rammies, I'm sure you were probably in shorts part of the time.
Shorts is better.
Yes, indeed.
But this is an event, and respectfully, we dress the look.
We do.
Look the part, right?
Absolutely. Cesario will kick it off here for the Mustangs as they are up 14-7, and as he did the first time around, he will put it into the end zone, and the Mustangs will start from their own 20-yard line.
Sereni's feeling good. Vincenzo Cesario Got those Italian roots. Summertime, he goes back to Italy every single summer.
Nice.
Just got back recently, as a matter of fact. But feeling pretty good. A couple of PATs and 2 touchbacks.
There's that big offensive line for the Mustangs here. Drew Johnson, the big guy in the middle that anchors it from the center spot. And it's Ryan Marquez's turn once again. And they'll go from the shotgun. This quick strike work as he rolls to his left. Still looking, fires, it's caught there. Nice shoestring tackle, but up to the 30-yard line, a gain of 3. That'll be enough for a first down as Pospisil again the target.
We'll see what Pomona can do. Jay Madden and his guys drawing up the offense. Can they have another counter? Nobody's been stalled except for the turnovers, right? And so far, boy, it's been enjoyable for you. 5,400 viewers watching along with us on Post Preps TV, and these 2 programs are providing the entertainment here in this first half for sure.
Stay with us. Another 12 minutes of this first half. Coming your way next, it's the Denver Post Game of the Week, the Prep Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse.
With the largest showrooms and best selection, today's American Furniture Warehouse has something for everyone. We carry hundreds of accent chairs, stools, and recliners at prices that you've come to expect from American. If you haven't been to one of our 14 locations in Colorado or Arizona, come in and take a look. Or shop online at afw.com and we'll white glove deliver into your home and set it up for you. American Furniture Warehouse, the lowest prices anywhere, anytime.
Catch up on the latest Colorado sports news. Wherever you are, whenever you want it, watch the DPTV Sports Minute with Alexis Perry, 24/7 at denverpost.com/DPTV.
From Arvada, the North Area Athletic Complex. Welcome back, everybody. Ready for second quarter action. Pomona trying to answer as they trail at 14-7 here to Mullen. A little read option and falling forward. Once again, Therius Robinson following that big line and up to about the 37-yard line, a gain of 5.
Nice little start as you get the look at Therius Robinson, the junior. Mentioned he's had a lot of success, not only locally, but internationally as a wrestler. Shown some toughness there, breaking through for 5.
From the shotgun read option, and Marcus going to keep this one. He got some room, got a blocker out front. Still on his feet as he spins forward to about the 44-yard line. Ball out though. See a bit of a scramble for it down there. Are they going to call him down? One official, I think, is calling him down, but now they're looking to see who came away with the football.
Initial reaction by the referees was that they were going to wave that off. That's okay, the guy's down around the 41-yard line, but now they're discussing it.
Mullen football.
So they delivered the final verdict. Here's the replay.
It's right at the end as he tries to spin his way through. That ball gets punched out of there. And that was Nathan Dietrich naturally following up the play and swatting it out.
Well, how about the senior defensive tackle, Nathan Dietrich? Impact involvement in both of the fumble recoveries for the Mullen defense. Recovered one himself, that time trailing 20 yards downfield. From the backside, Mullen's got the football.
From their own 42 to Pizzo. The flag was thrown. In the meantime, it's thrown to the far side. Henderson will make the catch over there as he's able to catch it and step out of bounds, but it's coming back.
So 3 turnovers in this first half. 2 collected by Mullen. 1 collected by Pomona. Neither offense has been stopped on downs. It's been all turnovers if you haven't scored.
Remember, Mullen ended up giving it right back to Pomona just a couple of plays later with that high snap. So or Pomona gave it right back after Mullen had given that first turnover away. So Mullen want to be careful with the football, but maybe see if they can stick to it. Read play there. Well done defensively. Stepping up to make that Mateo Crespin once again read it well. Only got to the 26.
Crespin's been making plays. Look at the highlight. Really, no one picks him up. No protection on the near side. DePizzle hands it off, and Crespin slams dude to the turf. A loss for Mullen.
All in all, not a bad read by DePizzle. He just didn't count on Crespin recovering like that. Trips up top, as you can see. Little drop from that shotgun, and right over the middle, it's caught there. Bivens knocked down from behind. Right that time. Boy, DePizzle and Bivens have been on here this evening.
And then you add Adrian Jackson. DePizzle, such a great story last year. Loves these weapons with Jackson and Bivens. DePizzle last year was a backup as a sophomore. Javon DePoya, four-year starter, goes down with an injury. DePizzle steps in and then just led to that huge win over the eventual state champion in Valor. Later on in the season, DePizzle goes down with an injury. Here he is back as a junior and a starter in 0 week.
DePizzle in a little bit of trouble, but escapes now. Eyes downfield. He's going to throw this one away in the direction of his receiver over on the far side over there.
Good job by Luke Roeder, giving the coverage. You can see 55 coming in, breaking through. It's a nice piece of work, stayed with it, and just he and one of his other defensive teammates pushing DePizzle. Of course, credit the coverage by the secondary downfield. Nothing for DePizzle, leads to the first punt. Pay attention to this. This is kind of an unorthodox look.
It is.
Look who's back there.
Jackson.
And this could be entertaining.
A threat to run, potentially. So we'll see. He does get the snap, but whistles blow, and I didn't see a flag on the far side.
Or is it a timeout? Nope, flag. Now here's the off-the-record intel. I talked to the special teams coordinator for Mullen. Told me it's going to be Jackson back there. He's not the most orthodox punter in the world. It's going to be a rugby style to drop it sideways. It could go 30 yards straight up in the air, or it could go 60 yards downfield.
Takes his time, and a line drive punt would be taken right at the 20-yard line there by the two deep men that were back there, on the return by Pospisil up across the 30-yard line to 31.
So Jackson got one off without much damage, and then Pospisil showing some nifty work on foot, returning the football.
How about the catch? Had he went up and got it. Wasn't coming fast enough for it.
Well, that was a knuckler coming in there.
9:37 to go here in this first half. Mullen with the lead, but Pomona has forced the first punt of the game.
Well, credit the defense of Pomona. Their offense had committed a turnover, and the Panthers made a stop, got the ball back for Ryan Marcus and this offense for Big Black.
Timeout called here by Pomona. 9:37 to go in the first half. We'll take the break as well. Mullen with a 14-7 lead. It's our post-preps game of the week presented by American Furniture Warehouse.
American Furniture Warehouse is the largest furniture retailer in the country. And now you can order online at thenewafw.com. Shop the largest selection of living room, bedroom, and dining room collections, all right here at the lowest prices. We'll carefully pack and ship your new furniture directly to your home, where our own professionally trained drivers will set it up for you. We can deliver almost anywhere in the U.S. in our own fleet of trucks. Shop online with nationwide delivery at American.
Got an idea you think would make a great story in the Denver Post? Submit it at denverpost.com/news tips.
Lights are starting to take effect here at the NAC. 0 week and a great matchup. Number 3 Pomona, number 4 Mullen. The Mustangs with the lead here, 14-7. Panthers forced the first punt of the game, and now they're off and running, and look out. So is Roberson down the right side, one man to beat, cuts it back. Races on, 10-5, touchdown, Roberson.
There is, go hug David Ross right now. Go get yourself some David Ross. There he is, 23. David Ross, downfield block at the 30. All furious from then on. Big answer for the Pomona Panthers. They're in trouble after a turnover. Defense made a stop, and then this happened to even it up.
69 yards. The nifty cutbacks and the good vision down the field. Robeson into the end zone. Mallory on to try to tie it up with the PAT. He drilled it. 9:25 to go here in the first half. We got ourselves a shootout going. 14 apiece. It's our Denver Post. Preps game of the week here, presented by AFW. Labor Day event, the biggest event of the year. Come join American Furniture Warehouse and see the largest in-stock selection at the lowest prices. They have a huge variety of leather sofas to fit any space, from spacious, luxurious homes to studio apartments. And as always, you'll find our quality pieces at the best prices to stay on budget. I like the music selection, but nobody's living in a prayer here. This is a shootout going on, Marty.
Cue up the Juan Lon Bovey.
Boy.
Some 80s glam rock. As Robeson goes downfield, and again I point out the downfield block of David Ross. And then the fact that Pomona was able to make a stop for the first time for either squad. An offense was stopped on downs. That was after Pomona committed that turnover on the great play by Mullen's defensive tackle Nathan Dietrich. 69 yards, tied up at 14.
Bivens will watch that go into the end zone, so Mullen will start at their own 20-yard line and try to answer.
You like
number
the entertainment?
3, boy, number 3, number 4 teams in the state, and this is, think about this. The game last year, Pomona won 28-21. I feel like the over-under is going to be way over the top at 28-21, but we'll see.
Oh, we've got a halftime intermission for defensive coordinators.
That's true.
To work with their units. We'll see.
DePizzle fires over the middle and leads his man a little too much. Belat. They're in that zone coverage. You could see he was open there. Linebackers had trailed off in a nice window. It just led him a little bit.
Well, we've gone to that route a couple of different times as Mullen and Dominic DePizzle. Most often we've seen with Bivens or Jackson try to get behind that second level. It's been open previously. That time just couldn't make that connection.
Shotgun time for DePizzle here. We'll go out of the pistol. Fake the sweep, quick throw to the far side here, and a little bit of room. Still struggling forward there. Side. The young man who I have to go dig back through for Mullen, and it's Jason Franco, the sophomore, with the catch.
Franco, not really a big fan of going to look at the sophomore Kyle Moretti coming full steam at him. I like the reaction and the hustle, getting sideline to sideline by Moretti making that tackle.
Got 5 out of it, so they cut the difference in half. 3rd down and 5 now. Moon pointing out the coverages. DePizzle's got it. Fires it to the right side. Boy, it's nearly picked off over there. Breaking on it was McGeena, and he almost got there.
So remember that first series, McGeena. Now Santos is dialed in himself.
Yeah, now McGena's attacking himself.
Yeah, he's seeing things clearly. Jay Madden always talks about McGeena and his ability to play. Did last year, and then this year you kind of see some of the plays he can make, even though he was being attacked in that first series for Mullen. So now we get the adventurous state of watching Adrian Jackson kick the football.
4th and 5, but the ball is, well, it was sitting at the 25-yard line. That might be going backwards.
And I'm not trying to discredit Adrian Jackson, as is explained.
No, but it's
they
unorthodox.
They didn't want him there. They tried a bunch of different punters. He beat everybody. He just kept kicking it downfield so far that you couldn't deny him the chance. Plus, of course, as you said last time, they were in punt formation, and you always have that element. 29 can go at any time he wants, right?
Yeah. Mullen calls timeout before the delay of game takes effect. So we'll take a break with 8:31 to go in the first half. Tied at 14. It's number 3 Pomona, number 4 Mullen. The Denver Post Preps Game of the Week presented by AFW.
With the largest showrooms and best selection, today's American Furniture Warehouse has something for everyone. We carry hundreds of accent chairs, stools, and recliners at prices that you've come to expect from American. If you haven't been to one of our 14 locations in Colorado or Arizona, come in and take a look. Or shop online at afw.com and we'll white glove deliver into your home and set it up for you. American Furniture Warehouse, the lowest prices anywhere.
Jackson got it away. And that rugby-style kick, and Pospisil down to both knees to make the catch at the 38-yard line on the punt. The fair catch at that. So Pomona will take over here after forcing Mullen to punt for his second time tonight, Marty.
So the entire defense of Pomona starting to figure things out. Consecutive stoppages on downs of a very exciting Mullen offense. Now the Panthers with an opportunity to advance down the field and perhaps take their first lead of the football game.
From their own 38, Ryan Marcus' turn. He'll go from the pistol, hand it off to the first man through, and see if lightning can strike twice, although a little extracurricular activity makes you think that maybe the ball might have popped loose, but Robeson is up. And not the last one off the pile there, although that's a lot of weight on top of Robeson there.
Ty Mitchell, one of the many two-way starters in this football game. We'll see how that develops further down the season, but these squads going with the best they have out there early on in the season during 0 week.
Only a gain of 1 there. Now Marcus going to keep it himself. Oh, right on cue. Mitchell's there. Got him by the jersey, spun him down.
Ty Mitchell, 5'5", right there, center of the screen. Beats his man, and then, whoo, look at there. Christmas gift here in August. Got a quarterback in my face. Let's take him down.
3rd and long coming up for the Panthers here from their own 39-yard line. Trips on the wide side of the field on the bottom part of your screen. How crazy do you get here, or do you just keep it close to the vest? Marcus rolling to the right, the right-handed quarterback gonna fire it out there. Got his man, did he get a foot down? They said that it did. It's a catch, Colton Mueller. That was close. He was in the air, but I think they say he touched the foot down. There is a flag down behind. I want to see if he got his feet down. Oh, he did. Well done. He even got a knee down there, but the penalty is against Big Black, and they're going backwards.
That negates a great play on the part of Ryan Marcus, the quarterback. That poise and confidence and patience, that route took forever. Eventually his man broke free, delivered a nice strike in a spot where only the receiver could get it.
That's right.
But in the end, final verdict referees, it comes back, and now 3rd and longer for Big Black and Pomona.
Under 7 to go here. Marcus resetting. Robeson to his left side. Tripp still on the bottom part of the screen on a 3rd and 14 now. Looking, pulls it down. He's going to run. Down the left side, got that first down, going to step out of bounds right at the midfield stripe. David Cruz was coming to get him, but not before he moved chains.
Almost like a design delay. Look at this, Therius. Belly's out a little bit. I'll take it if you want it, but then Ryan gives him the wink. Go. We know we can get the first down. Coverage is real good, but it's all the way downfield. There's a lot of space for a very fast quarterback in Marcus, who gets the first down.
Needed 14, got 16 out of it there. Pistol set again for Pomona. From the midfield stripe, Marcus looking over the top there, ball in the air. Oh, it's nearly caught. Nearly intercepted and nearly caught again. How about that? Great effort, David Ross, the junior. Dangerous pass, though.
That was a whole lot of highlight right there within 2-3 yards.
Boy, how about that? Von Stitt recovered nicely, got in front, and got a fingertip on it.
Stitt with great coverage, but Ross able to visually find the football, got one hand on it.
Need a little more stickum. Here we go, 2nd down and 10 from the 50. Read option, Robeson got it, now he's in trouble, and he's going nowhere. Nathan Dietrich. There were 2 big Mustangs coming around that left side. Dietrich's the guy who got his paws on Robeson.
Well, Dietrich's definitely one of them. I believe that's 34 also involved in the play. Zach Kraus. Yes. Kraus is a big piece of meat right there. How about that? That's all put together nicely. But Nathan Dietrich has impressed me so much in this first half. Again, involved in 2 fumble recoveries for the Mullen defense and a sack right there.
3rd and 16 now. Marcus looking out in the middle. It's caught there, pulled down from behind. It's enough for a first down, though. Goban comes down with it. Right in stride. Oh, I see the look.
He immediately looked
for the spot, but there's a flag. That's what the reaction was.
Okay, he easily got there for the first down. It's the reaction to the flag, but it's going to work out for Pomona.
There was a hold against the Panthers.
It's a nice target, Riley Govan. Good size at about 6'1", 6'2", it looks. Just made that turn on a slant to the inside. Again, Marcus has been on target.
Yeah, he's looked very, very good. That ball down at the, let's see, they're going to spot it. They had it on the hash mark. Now they've got it at the 37-yard line. So the chains are moving. For the Mustangs, you think about a little clock management here potentially. 5.5 to go. Still got a ways to go. You're at the Mullen 37-yard line and a fresh set of downs. Pistol set. Robeson looking for a little crease. There wasn't much there. Got it to the 35. A lot of room around that right side. Kraus was there. So was Jim Billat.
Again, the way the scheduling plays out, you got 2 versus 4, 2 programs who aren't afraid of anybody. And here in just one play, I've been talking about Nathan Dietrich, plays made consistently by linebacker Zach Kraus. And where do Pomona run to? On that side to try to take on those 2 guys. This time it works out for Mullen. They make a play.
Not a lot of fear here between these teams, huh? Marcus flushed out of the pocket, looking downfield. Now he says, block for me. Here we go. Inside the 20-yard line, and he's upended there. Nice pickup. There wasn't anybody open downfield. Jake Billat had to finish him off on that far side.
Defensive line pressuring. You can see it in the highlights. Backers also pressuring. One linebacker comes back to cover the second level. Everybody else kind of looking to protect the deep route. Marcus making a nice read and then attacking people on foot.
17 yards on the run by Marcus. And now 1st down and 10 from the Mullen 18-yard line. Play action. No, he's going to hand it off. Look out. Robeson still on his feet. Skips his way through a tackle and into the end zone. The Mustangs have the lead for the first time tonight. That is, the Panthers have the lead for the first time tonight, taking it away from the Mustangs.
Tiny, tough as nails, 2-time state wrestling champ. He's got a little bit of swagger on his feet too. Nifty move. Able to get through that Mullen defense. For a score for Pomona, first time for Therius, or pardon me, the 2nd consecutive touchdown scored by Therius for his squad, Pomona.
It's another good-sized run, too. The extra point is up and good, and it's 21-14. Robeson, a 69-yard scamper. This time, it's from 18 yards. 4:32 left to go, and for the first time tonight, the Pomona Panthers have the lead. This is the Denver Post Preps Game of the Week, presented by AFW.
With the largest largest showrooms and best selection, today's American Furniture Warehouse has something for everyone. We carry hundreds of accent chairs, stools, and recliners at prices that you've come to expect from American. If you haven't been to one of our 14 locations in Colorado or Arizona, come in and take a look. Or shop online at afw.com and we'll white glove deliver into your home and set it up for you. American Furniture Warehouse, the lowest prices anywhere, anytime.
21-14. Pomona Panthers up on Mullen Mustangs here. Battle of top 5 teams. 4:32 left to go in this first half. Mustangs might have enough to try to answer here, but they punted the last 2 possessions, and they'll start from their own 20-yard line.
I haven't taken a seat yet. I noticed you're trying to get to your seat.
Hard to.
That's just a credit to the entertainment we've been witnessing from these 2 elite football programs here in the state, and I think up to 8,000 people and enjoying it with us on Post Preps TV. But boy, what a nice start in 0 week. I kind of joked around with the coaching staffs, like, you know, hey, I know you guys aren't afraid on your scheduling non-conference, but this is just throw guys in the ring and see what you are. Yeah. Those young men finding out. In the meantime, we get to witness and enjoy. And thank you from here at the NAC.
Mustangs have punted the last 2 times they've had the football. A 3-and-out the last time, and Mustangs are going to call the timeout here. I believe their second of the half with 4:32 left to go. May not have had everybody out there that they needed potentially. Gives us a chance to tell you about our presenting sponsor, our friends at American Furniture Warehouse. You can find them at afw.com. They have a huge variety of sectionals to fit any space, from spacious, luxurious homes to studio apartments. And as always, you'll find the quality pieces at the best prices to stay on budget. Make your hard-earned money go further at AFW this Labor Day.
Let's say hello to Tim Tassone. You know, the kind of people they are at American Furniture Warehouse. Who's waiting for us as we enter the press suite? Well, someone from the client, American Furniture Warehouse, someone who's dialed into these guys and promoting the young athletes. Tim Tassone, his 2 boys played at Pomona. That's a very familiar name in Tassone here in the state of Colorado.
Absolutely.
I just thought that was a nice touch and a great first impression from the folks from American Furniture Warehouse. And hello to Tim. I know he's out there somewhere right underneath us.
The Director of Community Development there, talking about the cool program that they've got going. Some of the money rolling back into helping out high schools, and it's very cool. Find out more at afw.com. Thank you, Tim. It's good to see you. Nice to meet you face to face here, and flags flying before the Mustangs could get anything going.
You know, we've seen a few flags, but guys pretty clean. You know, usually early in the seasons, you know, we go, hey, it's, you know, start of the season, guys aren't sharp. They've been fairly sharp here. We've seen a few flags, but nothing that is very notable.
Well, moving back to the 15 after the procedure penalty. Dominic DePizzle is the quarterback, the junior. Had a 3rd and long situation and threw the ball away as opposed to trying to force it downfield. Then a quick 3-and-out. See if he's a little more aggressive here. They give it first man through and hit immediately at the line of scrimmage there.
The interior of the Pomona defense has come alive. Doug involved there, the senior along with 3 others. You can see in the highlight, boom, just waiting. So there's something that defensive line and then the backers behind them are starting to read, see, and maybe it's just execution.
Alonzo Moon got a yard out of it before running into the big black wall there.
When I say execution, thinking like a football coach, you fight your man and you beat your man.
That's
maybe
right.
That's it too.
That's right. Up under center now is DePizzle, 3-step drop, and he goes up top here, and he was looking for Vivens, but great coverage. That time they put Marcus out on Vivens, and Vivens couldn't get a clean release.
Again, Ryan Marcus will impress you as a defender. There he is, number 2. Love him as a QB, but very confident and formidable as a defender too.
A lot of guys going both ways here tonight. You know, I say old school football, and for the folks that may be tuning in, whether it be from outside the state, this is Colorado football. These are the big schools. You usually have guys specialize in offense and defense, but they're putting their best athletes out here in 0 week.
That may change as we get deeper into the season when some younger guys or some newer faces start to find out where they can fit.
Dominic DePizzle's going deep and going over the top of everybody. Good coverage. This time draws the coverage as they were trying to run. They're just looking for that one quick release. Everybody else just kind of runs their man off the line of scrimmage, but away from where that ball is going. Warning against the sideline here. Means the get back guys got to get on it here. And on 4th and 13 now, another 3 and out. And
is that 3 in a row?
That is at least 2 in a row. I know
definitely
there were 3 and out last time.
I was trying to see if they were put. I think that's 3 in a row on downs.
It is. Jackson, the rugby style, and he will let it go. Fair catch to be taken at about the 45-yard line. Good job by Pospisil to get up and catch that. Well, 3 straight 3 and outs. The big black defense is starting to step up here.
Notice that right glove on Adrian Jackson.
Yes.
Looks like the Ducks colors, huh?
Yes, it does.
Just subtle representing.
If he had the shoes on, I wouldn't need to know what his number is.
Right.
Pick him out of a crowd. I saw those when he came out to warm up.
Well, credit Jackson, so far very clean as a punter.
He'll like Eugene, except for the rain. From their own 46, 3:37 left to go. Robeson looking for some room, accelerates through the hole, up to near the 40-yard line, and down he goes there. Saving the tackle, Lorenzo Riley Combs got an arm around him there.
I think we saw a little glimpse of the wrestling traits. Watch right here, the balance. Stayed up. Got another 4 yards.
He was turned completely toward us here.
Ooh, this is good. I believe that's Dietrich. We'll have to confirm that, but I believe that's Dietrich. And I hope I'm wrong. Well, actually, what I hope is whoever that is gets right up.
Yeah, trainers are over him right now. 3:28 to go. By the way, coming up at halftime, we've got some things for you. We're going to talk to the Post-Preps editor, of course, as well. Talk about and look at some scores from around the state. We'll do that in just a bit. This is the Denver Post-Preps Game of the Week, presented by American Furniture Warehouse.
With the largest showrooms and best selection, today's American Furniture Warehouse has something for everyone. We carry hundreds of accent chairs, stools, and recliners at prices that you've come to expect from American. If you haven't been to one of our 14 locations in Colorado or Arizona, come in and take a look. Or shop online at afw.com, and we'll white glove deliver into your home and set it up for you. American Furniture Warehouse, the lowest prices anywhere.
Catch up on the latest Colorado sports news. Wherever you are, whenever you want it, watch the DPTV Sports Minute with Alexis Perry, 24/7 at denverpost.com/DPTV.
Beautiful shot of downtown Denver here from Arvada. Right up against the foothills here. Gorgeous night. What do we say? 74 degrees right about the time of kickoff here in Arvada. And there's good news, although it is Mr. Dietrich walking off the field on his own power here. He was down for a while as the trainers checked him out.
Maybe he's just worn out, got a cramp. It is hot. Nathan Dietrich, of course, hustling, following a play on that Robeson run. but it's nice to see him up and walking, waiting the restart. We'll update you on scores in just a moment after this play, but good to see 74 Nathan Dietrich had a strong first half here for Mullen, and he's back on his feet over on that far sideline.
Darius Robeson with a 14-yard run, and now first down and 10 from the Mullen 40-yard line. Pomona trying to add on to this 21-14 lead. Marcus going to give it off. Oh, look at Robeson, keep the balance, bounce to the outside and run out of bounds right around the 18-yard line.
Opportunity run game. Robeson, who's already scored twice, checking scores across the state in the big schools class 5A Columbine with a 21-7 lead, just approaching the halftime intermission. I see Pooters up 34-0 on DC in the second half. Valor with that interstate game, playing Faith Lutheran out of Nevada, up 14-7 in the second quarter. Looking at other scores around, Rampart, I got them in the top 10 under Coach Rob Royer. They have a 15-7 lead in their rivalry game with Liberty.
22-yard pickup, first down and 10 now for the Panthers. Marcus throws here to the near side. Whistle blown. He was down on the catch that time, and Ross had to go down to one knee to make that catch. Had a couple more yards on top of that, but pickup of about 7 yards.
You see the opportunities on the play sheet for the staff of Pomona, right? You're getting runs and success with Robeson in the ground game, and then you go ahead and balance that off with quick tosses outside to Ross.
2nd and 4, we'll give him 6 yards on that. Marcus, quick throw over the middle, caught Pospisil, sidesteps it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pomona.
We'll await the flag.
Oh, the reaction tells it all, doesn't it?
Billy with his heart on the sleeve.
Yeah, Pospisil with the head up like, ugh. Man, the big black crowd. Yes, not happy with it. You can see where that spot is at the 19. That is way.
Well, you'll get the replay so you can eye it out. And you know what staff's not going to be happy about is that's short time and protection on a quick toss like that.
He's taking a step back, planting and firing.
Right.
Oh boy.
So you could chip a guy. You know, I kind of hear the conversations that might go on along the sidelines.
An 11-yard penalty there. Marcus flushed out of the pocket. He's on the run now and running for his life. Looking to try to get to the outside, and it'll just be ushered out over on the far side by.
Well, the flush was created by a very talented and huge sophomore in Aiden Kiani Ana. Big 78 in the middle. You can see the who stayed with the play. Sorry, it's 76. Marcus got away from him, but Aiden doing a nice job. Aiden's got some football pedigree. His father played for Oral Bruce up at Colorado State.
Oh, there's a name from back in the day. Marcus got back to the line of scrimmage there, so a 3rd and 15 coming up. About 2.5 left to go. Marcus flushed again. Steps around, keeps his eyes downfield. Says go, go, go to the back of the end zone. Caught, touchdown. Riley Goban got away from his man and then sat down in the back of the end zone, and a strike from 23. Ryan Marcus.
That time pressure, Kraus. Marcus, you can see in the replay that confidence, that presence, composure, and then direction. Telling Govan where to go. Riley went and found the spot. Connection, Pomona. Now they've extended their lead to 13. And now 14.
It's up and in. 2:26 left to go. Mullen's going to get another opportunity coming up here. In the meantime, we can tell you more about our presenting sponsor and our friends at American Furniture Warehouse. You can find out more by going to AFW.com. Make your hard-earned money go farther with AFW this Labor Day. They have over 100 bedroom selections to choose from. Choose beds or full sets at unbelievable prices. Whether you're looking for transitional elegance, simple or contemporary style, you'll find it here at American Furniture Warehouse. Come on in and find the perfect bedroom collection at your hometown furniture store.
Well, you're taking care of the clients, supporting this broadcast so you, the viewer, can watch it. Let me schmooze a couple of people. Top 5s on the football field, and I'll tell you what, top 5 in terms of media relations. I want to thank Karen Lane and Scott Ballot from Mullen, also from Pomona, Terry Archer, both coaches hooking me up with what I need to help you in delivering information for this broadcast. So thank you so much. That's just great efforts on the part of both of these programs and communities.
Bivens going to get a chance to return one from the 5-yard line and got a hole up to about the 30-yard line with some time on the clock here, but it has been 3 straight times that Mullen has gone 3 and out, so they got to get the offense cranked up here.
And we'll qualify that statement with recall. First quarter, neither offense could be stopped. The defenses were having problems figuring it out. People just moving up and down the field just like that. But Pomona's defense has found a way to make those 3 consecutive stops on downs. Mullen and Dominic DePizzle out there in the gun. They need to figure some things out. They're down 2 scores.
Got a little time, fires it there on a comeback route essentially there as Stitt went to the sideline and was coming back across the field. But there's McGeena, solid hit, and it's an incomplete pass.
The good part, you might be aware if you're from the Mullen community, Tom Thinnell, and I was talking to his son, Zach Thinnell. Remember BC days? He's on the staff. They keep talking about this blue-collar mentality. This is a unique vibe with Mullen this year. They're not going to pout this squad. They're not going to say, well, we were entitled to have good times out there in the first half. They're not going to be shaken by being down 2 touchdowns.
Against the Mustangs, that will not help.
Plus, we can also say, while the official delivers the verdict, we know Mullen's offense can put a couple of touchdowns real quickly if they figure out which plays they want.
Yeah, we've seen it before in the wild shootouts with Bear Creek.
There's Coach Thinnell across the way. He's in the crouch position.
Trying to dial something up here from their own 25-yard line. 2nd and 15 for DePizzle. Quick slant throw over the middle. It's caught and a tackle broken, and a giant hit at the 40-yard line. Jake Ballot a little slow to get up, but finally does.
Ooh. I've been pointing out Nathan Dietrich for Mullen's defense. Big guy hustling downfield. That time it was a defensive lineman in Kemanaw all the way downfield to pop an opponent to the ground.
Yeah, be that one coming.
No.
He's lucky he got up.
What's 88 even doing down here?
Right. 15 yards on the slant, though, and now first down and 10. Little time for DePizzle, and now hit as he throws, and it's picked off. Picked off. Kenny Mays, and a nifty move. He's thinking about taking one to the house, to the 10, and he's caught from behind. Henderson saved the touchdown. Kenny Mays picked it off. There are flags behind the play now.
We'll see what the officials say out on the field. Kenny Mays, a 2-way starter last year when Borghi went down, and then Gonzalez. It was Kenny Mays who was the running back in the state championship game.
That name.
Yeah, exactly. So when he had the football in his hands, and they're in a good spot.
Yeah.
And that's why you saw him have success getting down the field. We'll see what the officials say. That was created by Tanner Kemanaw. With the pressure, forced DePizzle to make that throw.
Boy, that's a nifty move there. He was thinking about taking one to the house. Well, it's not going to be as good a field position as you could have hoped after the Mays interception. A block in the back and then taunting afterwards, and they did not give a number on that. Zero tolerance policy out there by the officials.
Well, we know this. The interception stays for Kenny Mays. I stick with crediting Tanner Kemanaw 2 consecutive plays. He has impact out in the football field, and now we look at the turnover total, 2 each for Pomona and Mullen. They've each committed 2 turnovers, and now back out to the field with a 2-touchdown lead is the senior Ryan Marcus and Big Black.
Try to add to this 14-point lead they have here, going for the Mullen 47-yard line. Only a minute 28 left to go. Do you put the foot on the gas? Marcus is thinking about it, hoping to see his man who cut the route off, actually. Pospisil looked like it was going to be a double move. As soon as Marcus looked to the right side, I looked to see what he was doing. Jake Bilat, good coverage on the play. Wasn't going to let him get behind him.
The entire crowd underneath us in the press suite, all watching and locked in on Billy Pospisil, number 9 there. And they just had that groan react to what was going on downfield. Can't tell if they wanted the double move because you could have lost the defender.
Yeah, it was pretty good coverage there that time.
I think so.
Marcus rolling, looking, now he's going to tuck it, keep it himself, and breaks the tackle. Gets another block out front. Here he comes, across the 30-yard line, and will wisely run it out of bounds at the 27. Stop the clock there, and a 20-yard scramble for Ryan Marcus.
You know, Ryan does wear black, and the way he's operating right now, I might start calling him the Matrix. Everything's just in slow motion, his vision. He can see everything, and he's just not affected by chaos in front of him.
There's a nice block out front there, too. I didn't quite catch the number there. Could have potentially been David Ross. Seems about the right size, and it sprung him for an extra 10.
Well, Ross has made plays downfield as a blocker, including the 69-yard touchdown run by Therius Robeson.
Whoop, ball's on the ground. Marcus has to scoop it up, and a flag will come out. There's a hold, so this will come back. Nifty catch to the far side. Oh, a flag comes out there. Not sure what's going on. Damian Quiros over on the tackle on the far side on the catch there, but there's a hold back here where the Whitecap is standing. While they sort this out, let me throw this out. If you've ever thought about being a referee, now's a good time to do it. Colorado High School Activities Association has put out numerous articles. I've talked to Ryan Casey a few times. They need officials.
On the offense, that's 10 yards. We're a dead ball. Lay hit. On the defense, 15 yards.
Actually offsetting penalties, but it's 10 and then 15 back the other way. There's the hold. Oh, and it was finishing off the opponent on the ground, essentially, is what it is. So the ball will move back to the 27-yard line, and nothing happens. Actually, the 28, because it was a hold. It's a spot foul. So all in all, Pomona loses a yard because the hold was so deep in the backfield. So first down and 11. You don't say that very often. Throw over the middle. Pospisil hit immediately, but hangs on to the football at the 20-yard line. That was a big hit delivered by Adrian Jackson.
That's a big dude back there, playing a really one of the two safeties. The way it looks, you can kind of see that's Jackson, middle of your screen.
2nd and 4 here. Read option. Marcus in trouble, and he's sacked back at the 28-yard line. How about that? The guy that got called for the late hit comes through. Damian Quiros with the sack. Jade Madden is not happy about something.
That was man on man, and Damian, how about that? Creating that kind of pressure right through the gut. It's really one-on-one, and he came out the victor and made the sack.
A timeout here, 26 seconds left. We'll keep it here.
You look at Jay right there talking to his quarterback immediately. Here's how I want you to read it. It's not addressing the lineman for the protection. He thinks Ryan
didn't see that one.
Didn't see that one coming. You know, that's part also as a coach. Ryan's played really well, right?
Yes.
Got to balance that off. Let's temper this kid down. Made a mistake. I found the flaw.
Coming up on halftime, we'll talk with Kyle Newman, the Denver Post Preps editor, and have some scores for you as well. Our Denver Post Preps Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse. Make your hard-earned money go farther with AFW this Labor Day. American Furniture Warehouse, proud sponsor of the Colorado State Fair. It is almost fair time.
Hello to our folks down there in Pueblo.
Oh, good times down there. Covered a few state basketball tournaments. Hey, saw Def Leppard in concert down in Pueblo at the State Fair. That was a good time.
That's hysteria.
I'm saying. Third down. Marcus in trouble, dumps it off. Roberson's got the ball and now got some room. And the Golden Domer's finally going to catch up to him at about the 18-yard line. Wraps him up, and that brings the clock down to just a few seconds, but they will wind it now, and we will head a timeout. 1 second left. Marcus wants one more shot on 4th and 1 wisely. Pomona's not going to waste any possessions.
Try to get points on the board. And also, you know, you got a situational here that you can work with. 1 second on the clock, maybe in this situation, deeper into the season.
Well, you'll take another 6 points here potentially too, unless they're sending Mallory out, which they are.
Now here's one thing we know through a couple quarters of play. People are wondering along the sidelines, what do you mean you're not going to play Borgie? 26, what you've been watching,
yeah,
that affords you an opportunity to rest Max Borgie just a little bit.
It'll be fine, at least through this almost first half.
Been
well,
impressed by
McGuire Mallory is going to come on here as the cheerleaders get going. Fun to watch, and a great crowd here too.
Right, it's an outstanding crowd, and I was going to segue right into game notes. You know, I mentioned Max Borgie, All-State player, Washington State commit. And then you go to the shot of the Spirit Squad. His mother directly involved with the Spirit Squad, gymnastics coach. Used to make Max tumble around. Little gymnastics background, but the story tonight, part of it has been 26. Robeson filling in as the running back, creates this opportunity for Pomona to put another 3 on the board.
Riley Welch is holding McGuire Mallory from 35 yards and the near side hash mark. Snap's good, plenty of distance. Did he squeeze it in there? He did. Well, as the first half comes to an end, a 35-yard field goal by Mallory is the exclamation point for the Pomona Panthers. They lead it 31-14. Timeout here. We'll come back. We've got scores for you and highlights a little bit later on. It's the Post-Preps Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse.
Showrooms and best selection, today's American Furniture Warehouse has something for everyone. We carry hundreds of accent chairs, stools, and recliners at prices that you've come to expect from American. If you haven't been to one of our 14 locations in Colorado or Arizona, come in and take a look. Or shop online at afw.com and we'll white glove deliver into your home and set it up for you. American Furniture Warehouse, the lowest prices anywhere, anytime.
Catch up on the latest Colorado sports news. Wherever you are, whenever you want it, watch the DPTV Sports Minute with Alexis Perry, 24/7 at denverpost.com/DPTV.
American Furniture Warehouse is the largest furniture retailer in the country. And now you can order online at the new AFW.com. Shop the largest selection of living room, bedroom, and dining room collections, all right here at the lowest prices. We'll carefully pack and ship your new furniture directly to your home where our own professionally trained drivers will set it up for you. We can deliver almost anywhere in the U.S. in our own fleet of trucks. Shop online with nationwide delivery at American Furniture Warehouse.
Got an idea you think would make a great story in the Denver Post? Submit it at denverpost.com/news tips.
Sorry about that. Just coming in and taking over your.
The guys who walk in and out of that big black helmet, the Pomona Panthers, in a good spot right now. 31-14 lead for Jay Madden's Pomona Panthers over the Mullen Mustangs. See some of the Spirit Squad out there performing here at the North Area Athletic Complex. Marty Cesario at halftime, along with Preps editor for the Denver Post, Kyle Newman. Again, very involved in putting together not only this individual broadcast, but the entire series of games you'll be able to enjoy on Post Preps TV throughout the 2017 season. Right away, hey, we're all just football fans when you break it down. Through 2 quarters of play with these great teams, 0 week, what's your reaction?
Well, first, I'd like to take a little bit of credit for how Pomona has pulled away here, because I went out to their game day show earlier today that we'll be doing every week before at the home school before these broadcasts, and I predicted a Mullen victory, 31-28. Well, Pomona up 31-14 at halftime, and I tell you what, they've done as Jay Madden's teams tend to do. They turn it off or they turn it on. They shut them down on defense, and their playmakers coming up big, starting with Ryan Marquez, who was on the show. And when I predicted it, he said, "Man, now you'll see, and I'll shout you out on Twitter after he wins." So I expect for him to at me,
He should at you. Yeah, usually you say, "Don't at me." Well, it's going to happen. And I saw that, by the way. I got to look at that. That's just that great content, kind of that game day look, and for you to just make the time to go out there, and give the coverage to the Preps level. And also, how about credit the Pomona community?
Yep.
They had that opportunity to show up, market themselves as a school, a program, and also just kind of stoke the spirit of it. And they did a great job behind you, Coach Madden, and Ryan Marcus. It just was a great look. Good job.
Yeah, appreciate that. And, of course, like you said, the game day show isn't the game day show without those folks coming out, the cheerleaders, the lower levels of the team came out, the student section, administration was there, they had signs, they were pumped up, and as they should be. And what more could you ask for in a week 0 game like this with high stakes, playing an opponent that, as you and Cory were saying, is championship caliber, along with Creek and Valor Christian? These 4 teams are really the Power 4 right now.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Along with Regis, too.
And I was saying at the start of the broadcast, there's like 7. I can toss in an 8.
Eagle Crest.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Columbine, they're right now they're taking care of Ralston Valley.
Yes, they are.
Columbine's in that mix. So that's kind of cool. And an excellent start for you during 0 week and to kick off this series of events that you're putting on, which includes this evening. Now, if we go ahead and look at that schedule, Kyle's going to be directly involved, always covering. Will you be doing the game days before every one of the games?
Will.
Oh, excited for that.
And for
we look at that
part,
schedule.
At the home schools, occasionally we will deviate and do a road game, but it was a great start today. And next week, as I mentioned, we'll be out at Cherry Creek ahead of that Regis Jesuit Cherry Creek game. Another top 5 matchup when you look at the Denver Post Preps power rankings. And, of course, got the Milk Jug game, Arapahoe Heritage after that. So lots of good ones, especially early on in the season when teams are playing each other, out of league, getting those rivalry games in here in the waterfall alignment.
Yeah, you got a couple of nice ones in there. You can see. You mentioned the Brook Ridge Trophy game between the Warriors and the Eagles. Eagle Crest Grandview, that's a little neighborhood love going on right there. And then you see Pomona pops up again, taking on Valor. They've been playing each other for the last 3-4 years, and that's always an outstanding game. Lots of fun as we progress down the schedule. See Mullen Columbine, too. Those 2 programs know each other very well. You've done an excellent job. Now let's move on towards the second half if we're thinking of what's going to happen or what your expectations might be. We all watch enough football, and we enjoy it, but we also have our own thoughts. What are you thinking? What do you expect to see in this second half from either Mullen, who are down considerably, or Pomona with that large lead?
Well, Mullen's got to come out with a little fire in their chest, and I use that term because that was a term that Max Borgi used a couple weeks ago for a story I did on Pomona. And I went to Mullen High School today, stopped by, chatted with Coach Fennell for a little bit, went over to the equipment room / coach's room, and he had that article on Pomona taped up on the door, highlight treatment, names, and then at Mullen on the schedule there, or verse Mullen, should I say. So for them, they got to come out with that fire, with that chip on their shoulder, and really they got to contain Robeson. 2-time state champion wrestler, we see what he can do on the mat. And now out here with Max out, really getting his chance to get those carries and shine. and he has done that. And if he squirts loose for a couple more big ones, and if Marcus continues to evade that pressure in the pocket, it could be a long night for Mullen. But as you guys have also said, they can quickly turn the tide, and they'll look to Dominic at quarterback to start that.
Well, the talent's certainly out there for Mullen to be able to collect 17 points quickly and at minimum tie this football game. I like for a guy, as we're talking with Kyle Newman from the Denver Post, he is the Preps editor, a guy who makes his living off of finding storylines. I like the fact that you pointed out Robeson and Max Borghi. With Max Borghi, the All-Stater, he's in a pretty good spot right now with rehabbing the knee, but they've got the time, and if you had any doubt of why, well, the play of Robeson shows that. They've got a very talented young guy, the junior, who's had himself an excellent football game in the first half.
Yeah, and I like that by Coach Madden, just really easing Max back into it. You know, I think he is ready to play, honestly, and that's not something Coach Madden has told me, but that's just what I've gleaned. He's in full pads practicing, but they want to be sure, and of course you can be sure when you got the depth that Pomona has.
Right, yeah, and that's something that you can really afford to do when you're these type of programs, both of them out there, where you've got some talented people out there on the football field. They all have skills, and then you can trust your coaching ability too. Again, Kyle Newman, Preps editor for the Denver Post. Big part of what we're doing here tonight for Post Preps TV. Halftime, right now, number 2 Pomona with a 31-14 lead over number 4 Mullen. We'll come back very soon and get you those second 2 quarters and move towards the final here on Post Preps TV, brought to you by American Furniture Warehouse.
Halftime here, our Denver Post Preps Game of the Week, presented by American Furniture Warehouse. Go to AFW.com to find out more. And boy, you guys have got a good one here in 0 week. I'm Cory Lopez, Marty Cesario here alongside. Let's take a look at how we got here. A 31-14 lead for the Pomona Panthers. Started out well for the Mustangs. 11-play, 67-yard drive, and Alonzo Moore from 5 yards out.
Yeah, and you look at that nice
Moon,
cut there.
that is, excuse me.
That is Moon making that cut and able to get across the line of scrimmage.
And there it is. You can see back-to-back runs. You can see him bouncing it here to the outside. It's Pomona's turn, this time an 8-play, 80-yard drive, and Marcus finds a wide-open guy.
Ryan extending the play, and then a great job by Colton Mueller finding a spot for his quarterback to deliver it to him.
24-yard touchdown, 7 apiece, and then Mullen strikes back, this time from 1 yard out. It's Moon running behind that line that got gassed a little later on.
Power football, and then the big breakaway run by Therius Robeson with a block downfield.
69 yards on that scamper, and Roberson wasn't done. This time from 18 yards out, capped off a 9-play, 62-yard drive, and it was 21-14 at that point. And then Marcus finds Riley Govan. This is nice, keeping the eyes down the field.
Absolutely. Again, Marcus with that confidence and patience, and then Riley finding a good spot back of the end zone. Ryan Marcus finds him, and that creates that sizable lead for Pomona as we head into the second half of play.
Yeah, McGuire, Mallory, a 35-yard field goal, and that's where we get to 31-14. Well, the Mustangs will be kicking it away here, so Pomona will get another opportunity to have the football and hold on to a 31-14 lead. You can bet, though, Jay Madden and Big Black, I think they're going to keep the foot on the gas pedal here.
Yeah, you just saw that too, as personified your visual there on screen. That was head coach Jay Madden talking to just the special teamers. You could see him getting after him. No let up as we look at Coach Jay Madden, decade and a half leading this Pomona program.
Where was he before?
Mullen.
The other side of the field. Kick will go into the end zone here by Serena. And Mullen will take over at their own 20-yard line.
I don't think Vincenzo Sereni has allowed one return yet.
Yeah, he's got it pretty deep each time.
So good work, special teams for Mullen to get this thing off. And how about that? Advantageous for the guys who wear the black with the red accents. Pomona has a 17-point advantage, and they start this third quarter with possession of the football.
It feels like the Mullen defense got a little tired, and I would imagine they're going to see more of Therius Robeson to chase around here in the second half. So we'll see if they've caught their breath at intermission. That's Ryan Marcus. Robeson's on his hip, and the read to Robeson just right on cue. A quick run of 14 yards to the 34.
Well, it's not only Robeson. We should, again, credit those big heavies up front. They are pushing people around in terms of those defenders in front of them. So Pomona doing a nice job with the big guys along the offensive line. We'll call them out. Adam Karras, Brock Boyd, Drew Johnson, Josh Vigil, Brandon Hodge. 3 of those guys are returning starters. And when you stand next to them down there in the field, they're huge.
Scares me a little bit. Play action over the middle. It's caught. Pospisil still on his feet, breaking tackles, pulled down from behind at the 36-yard line. How about Pospisil finding some open space in that secondary?
So fun to watch. So much. Last year as a sophomore, making so many great plays, and now he's got all that confidence, added some thickness, got all yoked in the weight room, which is not surprising when you think of Pomona's program. There he is making a big play and a first down after long yardage via the passing game for Pomona.
Got about 20 out of it, so from the Mullen 36-yard line now. Marcus, long look to the sideline, long count here, he's got it. And we'll give it off. Robeson just dives over the right side as he got tripped up, falling ahead to about the 34.
Starting to get that look, and we're only a minute into the third quarter. Pomona is tenderizing that fatigued Mullen defense.
Good to see Dietrich out there.
That's outstanding to see
Went
Nathan
down
Dietrich.
in that second quarter, but Nathan Dietrich, the senior, 230 pounds, trying to hold down that left side of the defense. Marcus on the run, throws it up over the top, cut, touchdown. How did he find him? Pospisil, as he gazes back downfield to see if there's a flag. There is not, and he celebrates.
There isn't a play that Ryan Marcus doesn't think is still alive. Great recognition, waits time, and look at who Pospisil beat. That is a future Pac-12 player going to the University of Oregon, and Pospisil gets behind him, and also a great toss from Ryan Marcus. Third touchdown pass, I believe, from Pomona.
Kick is up, and it is good, and it's now 38-14. And to confirm for you, that is Ryan Marquez' third touchdown pass of the game. 10:33 to go, still a long way to go, and the Mustangs got a hill to climb here. It's the Denver Post Preps Game of the Week, presented by American Furniture Warehouse.
With the largest showrooms and best selection, today's American Furniture Warehouse has something for everyone. We carry hundreds of accent chairs, stools, and recliners at prices that you've come to expect from American. If you haven't been to one of our 14 locations in Colorado or Arizona, come in and take a look. Or shop online at afw.com, and we'll white glove deliver into your home and set it up for you. American Furniture Warehouse, the lowest prices anywhere.
Catch up on the latest Colorado sports news. Wherever you are, whenever you want it, watch the DPTV Sports Minute with Alexis Perry, 24/7 at denverpost.com.
Mallory, a short kick, and the up man will take it, and big boy lowers the head and bangs his way forward. Not on the roster. I know you're looking.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I don't have it down on the roster. 46 that was there, so unfortunately, although I did grab a game day roster. Sometimes we get lucky.
Sometimes they switch numbers up depending on if they're playing on offense or defense.
Nope, not this time around. I'm sorry, young man.
There's Dominic DePizzle going to go meet with Coach Thinnell coming into the picture, top side of your screen. There he is. Coach Thinnell and Dom have to talk it out. They'll have to work out a few plays and what their plan of attack is, because now this lead for Pomona is getting rather large at 24 points. Coach Tom Thinnell enjoyed him for years and years and years. Not only at Mullen, his alma mater, but also, God, he's like at 18 years over at Bear Creek.
Yeah.
With those outstanding Bears teams.
Yes, indeed. Coached his son there at Bear Creek. And when the job came open at Mullen, though, when Dave Logan left, Coach Tom Thinnell jumped at the opportunity to go back to his alma mater.
They went and revamped the whole program. Of course, you know, considering those circumstances, didn't have a lot to work with. I remember he lost 17 guys.
Yeah.
That first year, he just left the program just because of the transition. Tom started a whole bunch of freshmen, just built this thing up back to what Mullen should be.
Pizzle hands off. The big man in the backfield this time as they hand it off. It's not Moon. I think that's Vivens.
There's the Moretti kid, 33, Jake's younger brother. And the first thing when I was talking to Coach Mann, I said, is he a Moretti? He goes, he's mean as a snake. Yes. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
33's been making plays.
A lot of room there that time. They tested the right side, so second down and 10 from their own 35-yard line for the Mustangs, trying to get their feet out of the mud here. It's been tough offensively. Throw over the middle, and Vivens can't hold on to it. Maybe part of that was because Jack was bearing down on him.
We always try to play diplomatic and nice, especially with the high school level players, but the coaching staff say that that connection needs to be made on that play. It was open, it was there, you've been struggling, so you created yourselves an opportunity to make a pass completion, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, Mays was coming over as well, ready to put a thumping on Vivens. So 3rd and 10. Trips up top. How many does Big Black bring? Looks like 5 right now. Quick throw to the outside. Trying to get Vivens in open space. Got some there as he races to the 50-yard line and is dragged down by the shirt from behind.
Flag.
Crespin is going to get called for a horse collar.
I know you were watching along with us. You saw that. Great block downfield as they executed that play to near perfection. Max Ward making the stick to open it up for Ajon Vivens.
It was not a horse collar, and you saw it on the replay.
Yeah.
Just caught the face mask as Crespin was going for the tackle there. So tack on another 15. There's no distinction between personal foul or just incidental. It's 15 now.
Right. And you even saw the defender, even in full motion. The defender got his hand up there, immediately tried to get it off, but 5 fingers on the mask, and you know what? They're not going to miss that. Back judge immediately identified it. Just took him time to get the flag out.
30 yards on 3rd and 10.
Great opportunity for Mullen here.
Add 15 onto it. They're in the red zone at the 20-yard line. Put Vivens in motion. He's got it on the end around. He's got no room, though. Grabbed from behind and pulled down. Kyle Moretti caught him around the shoulder pads and flung him down. Right on cue. We just talked about the Moretti.
Yeah, I think we had an idea about the toughness, just given the surname. Paisan Moretti sticking people, and then there he is showing that ability to cover ground, chasing down a guy like Ajon Vivens, a future Mountain West football player.
Well, folks, if you're looking at the score and you're just tuning in here, 38-14, Mullen, quite a few unanswered points, but let me tell you, oh boy, right on cue. Linebacker jumps up, Moretti's got it and got some room down the far side. He goes. Moon will finally bring him down at about the 48-yard line. Well, at that time, and Kyle Moretti jumped up and snagged it out of the air.
Be fun to look at this replay. Was Moretti in crouch position? Dom didn't see him? No, it's fully extended. Little chip by another one of the linebackers.
He was looking for Vivens.
Kind of a set route to pizzle through to a spot. Instead, a black jersey was there. So Moretti making plays here in this 3rd quarter, including that interception and advancing the football downfield. Big moment for the young guy, the linebacker for the Panthers.
24 unanswered points for Pomona, and now they may be able to tack onto it from their own 49-yard line. Long count. Ryan Marcus from the pistol. Little play action. Get it out to Pospisil. He tries to bounce to the outside. A sure-handed tackle by Von Stitt, the junior, out there with the nice tackle. Actually ended up losing a yard.
2nd down, 11 on the 48.
That's a nice open field tackle there, but the Marty again, the Mullen defense is back on the field. They were a little gassed at the end of the first half and now being asked to get after it here again. Blitz coming from this near side, as you can see it. They're going to run right at it. Robeson to the 49. And one of the big guys down underneath got around it. Tye Mitchell got him around the ankles there.
You go back to the 1st quarter when Mullen had a 14-7 lead. We flipped to the 2nd. Nathan Dietrich created a turnover, which led to a fumble recovery for the Mullen defense. Since then, 7 impact plays consecutively by Pomona. 4 touchdowns, 1 field goal, and 2 interceptions.
Whistle's going to stop things here. And Pomona's going to take a timeout here with 3rd and 8 upcoming. 7:03 to go. We're in the 3rd quarter here from the NAC in Arvada, Colorado. And Pomona with a 38-14 lead. It's the Denver Post's Preps Game of the Week presented by AFW.
With the largest showrooms and best selection, today's American Furniture Warehouse has something for everyone. We carry hundreds of accent chairs, stools, and recliners at prices that you've come to expect from American. If you haven't been to one of our 14 locations in Colorado or Arizona, come in and take a look. Or shop online at afw.com and we'll white glove deliver into your home and set it up for you. American Furniture Warehouse, the lowest prices anywhere.
Watch new episodes of Post Preps TV with Kyle Newman every week at denverpost.com/preps.
North Area Athletic Complex here, 0 week in Colorado. And Pomona, 34-14 lead. A hard count by Ryan Marcus is not going to draw Mullen off. They've got 3rd and 8 here from the 49-yard line. Deep drop, looking nothing there right now, and he's off to the races. Dietrich got a piece of him. Oh, it's caught on the far side. He slung it over there. Now they say he was just out of bounds.
Good coverage by Jake Bellot. Staying with his man. You'll see him on the left side, top left corner. Marcus again extending a play on foot but following. What a great look if you're a Mullen fan, because you're thinking long term. This is just 0 week. Nathan Dietrich out there chasing a quarterback after we watched him lay on the ground for a good 2-3 minutes in that first half. I'm a fan of Dietrich. Dietrich has sold me for Mullen. So I like to see that from him.
For the first time tonight, the Panthers have to punt.
Look who's doing the punting.
Is that Marcus?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. All right.
So hold on.
Right. Now you never know.
They have a large lead.
He's going to put the foot to it. End over end punt and a fair catch. Will be taken at about the 15-yard line. Bivens not going to risk it.
Ryan Marcus and then Adrian Jackson, the skills guys, doing a nice job as punters this evening. Both of them flawless. We haven't seen much from either one of them.
Yeah, it's been a clean game special teams-wise here, and fairly clean overall considering it is 0 week.
You tell me as we look at the helmets for Mullen. That's a fresh new sparkle look, isn't it, this year? Usually it's kind of a matte golden dome look.
Yeah, I think so. It's got, there's a little more color to it. Moon on the carry and the inside handoff, and he'll take it up across the 20-yard line.
I don't mean to downplay the football. It's just I
No, that is a
tend
different
to notice
look.
everything, and hey, I live in a house of she. I notice glitter.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No, you're right. It does look a little bit different. We were actually standing down on the Pomona side before the game got going, and I'm not sure I'd have noticed it in the sun, but with the lights now, you can really notice it. It's a good look. 6:15 to go here in this third period. The Pizzle looking here to the near side, finds Henderson here. Nice miss, steps through a tackle, off to the races. He stepped out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Otherwise, he was gone.
Of course, it's 2017 in America. We always want more. But I tell you what, this is a very successful play for Mullen, considering where they're at. It's kind of how they started the football game, that first series, remember? Flipping it downfield. You know, those out routes at about 15 yards to win Henderson. They were then, and right now, we'll see if Tom Thinnell, the people we're looking at there, start to get some momentum going.
Yeah, they need a little bit of that. They're setting up the screen to the far side to Bivens. He's looking for a block and now lowers the head. Spun down and around. How about that? Spun himself to about the 45-yard line there.
Well, the awareness level is high. Number 9 when he has the football. Jack Teal immediately on top of him, along with Kenny Mays. There's 24. Teal's 19.
Yeah, Teal his name multiple times. Give it to the 45, gain of 6. And it's a second down and 4 here. Inside handoff to Moon. Hit once, stood up, tried to get forward, and then finally is driven backwards. Strickland, the guy who finally finished him off. But Mateo Crespo is also there, and the Mustangs are going backwards anyway with the hold. would not have been enough for the first down. It was very close. And the hold was downfield. So they'll take it back to about the 35.
What I like to see as I look across the way, Spirit Squad Panthers, they have reason to celebrate, shout, jump up and down, and across the way you can see, not on camera, but the Mullen student body still bouncing up and down in their whiteout theme. That's good to see, trying to root on their guys.
That's right. Still a lot of time left, but time's ticking down now. The Pizzle sets up the middle screen. Beautiful one-handed catch there. And off to the races is Moon. And he finally is tripped up. McGee got to him. Alonzo Moon. I don't know what was better, the run or the catch that started it. He had to reach out with one hand and bring it in.
I know what I liked was the protection. Pomona threatened the blitz, then brought the blitz, and it was picked up nicely to allow DePizzle to get the football to Alonzo Moon, and a big gain, and here comes Mullen. There's a look at that student body, still believing in their Mustangs.
47 yards on the catch and run, and Mullen's in the red zone now, trying to put some points on the board, and Bivens trying to pick his way through. There is no room. Feel is there, and big number 55 in the middle of it as well. Luke Roheader.
Ty Mitchell also involved there.
Roheader and Mitchell, we haven't called their names as often tonight, but they're the big guys in the middle. They're occupying a couple of the blockers each time.
So I try to point them out every once in a while, because a lot of those D linemen, their roles are to engage human beings so other guys can make plays. So it's nice to see Ty Mitchell get involved.
Sorry, Marty. The ball at the 13-yard line. I'd put it at the 18. And the slant route caught there inside the 5. And the drive of the legs down to about the 2.
That's Henderson again. What a well-run route. He's got length himself. Makes that turn. And then down to Pizzle, delivers it to his belly.
10-yard pickup. They'll have a fresh set of downs and be going from just outside the 2-yard line here. Goal to go. Run Franco and Henderson off to the left side there. I set. Moon dotting that I. Kraus is the fullback. Moon wants to bounce and steps into the end zone for the Mustangs. Are they on their way back through? That's the first touchdown since the first quarter for Mullen here. Not a lot of celebrating, and this is a nifty run.
We've seen it before, right? Left side, bounce off tackle. Alonzo Moon, his third touchdown of this football game. And a nice series for the Mullen Mustangs, trailing big time. I believe they're going to go for 2 here, try to pick up an extra point out of the deal with DePizzle lining up and an I set behind him.
6 plays, 83 yards. Moon again off the left side. Oh, they found something in the short yardage situation. Moon has gone into the end zone 4 times, 3 times for 6, and right there for 2. It cuts the lead here down to 16. And another nice run by Moon. Well set up by those big boys up front. 3:40 to go here in this third quarter. 38-22. We're back in a moment. The Denver Post Preps Game of the Week.
Want to be part of the next Post Preps TV broadcast? Pull out those phones. If you've got video of an amazing high school sports highlight, we want to see it. Send it to us so you could be featured in the social spotlight segment of Post Preps TV. Tweet it to us at Post Preps or at Kyle Newman DP, or send us a message on our Facebook.
Mustangs line it up here, 3:40 to go to kick it away. Their first touchdown since the first quarter, essentially. 14 unanswered points for Pomona. Ball set on the far side hash mark. Still a lot of time left, but you start to eye out and wonder, maybe a little trickeration. No, not with a kick like that, and the ball just crossed the plane, and it'll be a touchback.
Well, you see those subtleties. You know, the big thing is Mullen able to put together a string of successes, eventually leading to Alonzo Moon's 4th touchdown of the game. But then they elect to go for 2. Now we're, if you do the easy math, we're just talking about a 2-score football game here.
Yeah.
Pair of touchdowns, pair of 2-point conversions. And
Mullen.
we've seen crazy things at the neck, right? We're in the right spot.
Yes, we are. Mullen's defense forced a 3 and out of Pomona the last time. Ryan Marcus ready to go here again for Big Black. Play action, avoids the blitz. Now Marcus going to keep it himself and throws ahead. It is caught at the 35-yard line. Goban goes down and gets it. Are they saying that he dropped it? Let's see. Oh boy, I don't know about that. They're walking him back. There may have been a penalty on the play. I think that's what happened. Yep. That was alignment. Well, I don't want to put it on the big boys, but that was somebody looking at Marcus, seeing he's running. I'm going to go get a block for him. And he went and got a block downfield. Instead, Marcus decided to had his eyes downfield still and saw Goban open up.
Well, that disruption all created by Damian Kira's, the senior outside linebacker. Just immediate rush, got in the face of Ryan Marcus, and then it was all off system from there. Kiris is still lined up in a 2-point stance up on that top side.
Marquez now looking deep and looking to this side. Flushed out of the pocket, now on the run. Got a man, but he's going to overshoot him. Oh, there was no safety help on that side. David Ross had gotten loose.
Yeah, he was going to go a long way too, wasn't he?
Marcus saw him right at the last moment because he was ready to tuck and run.
One of the rarest of moments you'll see Ryan Marcus make a mistake on the run just because he felt rushed and flattened that ball out and just sailed over the head of Ross.
So 2nd and 15 now from their own 15. Marcus, another low snap to him. Out of the pocket he comes on the run. Going up top again. Got a man deep down there. This time he connects.
Football's fun, isn't it?
Ross got behind him again.
Madden, the staff, including Ryan Marcus, said, can I try that one more time?
Well, let's see. I'm hoping it's just cramps here. Laid out. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be cramps. He did lay out there to get that one. Dropped the dime in there that time. 2:57 to go. They've got the trainers out to take a look at Ross. They'll spot that ball down at about the 40-yard line here. How about that?
Looked like same plays, almost the same results, including the pressure coming into the face of Ryan Marquez. Previously, it was Damon Kires from the Mullen defense.
Cupcakes?
Ooh.
That looks good.
Is that Mrs. Madden bacon again?
Oh, maybe.
Aiden Kianiani, I'm going to get that right. Kiani Ana, Aiden Kiani Ana, that time with the pressure from up the middle, and Marcus able to get to the outside and deliver that football downfield deeply to David Ross. And I'm with you. I thought the trainer immediately went to go stretch out that right foot, bend it to try to get the cramp out.
Yeah. Well, it is hot out there. It really is. 2:57 to go. We're in the 3rd period. And Pomona trying to answer back here. I want to say thanks to our presenting sponsor and remind you Labor Day's coming up. And boy, American Furniture Warehouses got it going on. A lot of stuff. Go to afw.com to find out the details. With Labor Day, they have a large in-stock selection of dining sets to choose from. Upgrade your dining experience with a new stylish dining room group. Carry a large selection, large variety to fit any size space, whether you're looking for a casual dinette set or a formal dining collection. Perfect for entertaining. American Furniture Warehouse is your dining headquarters. Well, he's up and walking off on his own power, so that's good.
Yeah, it's off camera, but 23 is up and walking towards this side of the football field. There you go. Team manager and trainer ushering him back along the 40-yard line.
By the way, that was 3rd and 15 for Pomona, and they connect on a 45-yard strike.
That'll annoy a defensive staff.
Mullen had looking at maybe forcing another 3 and out. Didn't happen. Ryan Marcus and Big Black in business again. Robeson with the carry this time. Going back to the ground game and making him chase the scat back there. Boy, he has looked fantastic. Biggest run of the night, 69 yards for Therius Robeson.
Not bad, 0 week, first start, 2 touchdown night for the young running back. Following those big dudes up front who've had a very nice game.
Only got 2 that time. This time Marcus will fire over to the right side. Got a man open on the far side who steps out at about the 27-yard line. And, well, we hadn't called Pospisil's name in a while, so he made sure he got a ball out to him.
Like the trust between Marcus and Pospisil. So we look at number 9 there, Billy. I trust you'll catch it to the outside with your hands, and you can get the other 2 or 3 yards to gain the first down.
10 yards on that catch. Marcus looking to the sideline here for the call as we get down near 2 minutes left in the third period. Still a lot of time, but the Mullen defense has now got to step up. It is go time here. They need a turnover. Each team's had 2. Off to Roberson here to the left side, looking for room. Turns upfield and gets thrown forward to the 20-yard line. Curricular activity, and again, we're calling out Damian Kuros' name on the tackle.
Nice adjustment by David Cruz on the outside. He was off balance and really over pursued the play.
Yeah.
Eventually able to get in on that action. Kind of quiet out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Through the crowd microphones.
There's a little bit of a lag here. Pomona a little nervous, but knowing if they put it in, this could be the nail in the coffin. Roberson trying to sneak through an opening. He's going to be close to a first down up there. Just able to step his way through there. And again, Tate Mitchell is there. Roberson going to be about a football length short, it looks like.
Looking at the Class 5A scoreboard, 2 teams Pomona's familiar with. Columbine, Ralston Valley. The Rebels beating the Mustangs 21-7. That is a final for this evening.
Wow. Columbine off to a 1-0 start.
Through halftime, Faith Christian out of Nevada, or pardon me, Faith Lutheran, has a 21-14 lead over Valor. That's the last score received for that game over in Highlands Ranch.
3rd and 1, and just a power run to the right side. Roberson finds some room there and turns on the Jets. Zach Krause on the tackle, but the chains moving again for Pomona here, and now I see the timeout here for Pomona. They are taking their time here. We'll take a break as well. 29 seconds to go in the third period. It's a 38-22 lead for the Panthers. It's the Denver Post Preps Game of the Week.
What's up with the Broncos quarterback situation? Did you see that triple-double Nikola Jokic put up? And how about that walk-off home run at Coors Field last night? I'm Alexis Perry, and I've got all of those stories and more right here with the DPTV Sports Minute. You're busy, we get it. That's why the quick-hitting DPTV Sports Minute is so easy to find. Just go to denverpost.com/DPTV or like us on Facebook to have the Sports Minute on your newsfeed each and every day. Wherever you are, watch on denverpost.com/DPTV.
We'll let the clock wind down and we'll head to the end of the quarter. A good one here. Denver Post Preps Game of the Week here. By the way, on the air again next week. Kickoff 7 o'clock from the Stutler Bowl. It'll be a good one. Cherry Creek and Regis matching up in our Post Preps Game of the Week. Presented by American Furniture Warehouse. This has been fun on 0 week here. And a couple of high-powered teams ranked in the top 5 here, according to the Denver Post rankings. I'm Cory Lopez, Marty Cesario here alongside. Good to see you again, partner. Been a while since you and I've done a little football together, and this is a good one to call.
Yeah, I almost for this special occasion, us reuniting, it was going to bring the turducken, but I thought because it's August, that would be inappropriate.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Into the third quarter, we're into the turducken. Thank you for that. Sounds pretty good right now. I didn't eat dinner, to tell you the truth.
Well, and we just showed cupcakes on the Pomona side, and then over here behind us at the NAC is the concession stand, and someone has the dogs rotating, and it smells really good.
Pomona trying to add to the lead once again and answer the Mullen score that came in the third period now from the 12-yard line of Mullen. First down and 10. Marcus reads, gives to Roberson, and now he's going to bring it back here to the right side. Got a seam. To the outside he goes, and into the end zone. Are they going to spot him down? They're not going to give him the touchdown. I thought that Kuros drug him into the end zone, but they're going to say he's down just short of the goal line.
Well, the next couple of weeks until Max Borghi returns, and even then you can tell Therius is going to get plenty of playing time and touches. Defenses are going to try to contain him between the tackles, because once he's to the outside, you can see on foot, he's just got great ability to make plays.
All right, first and goal from the 1. Here we go. Trying to give it to Roberson. Can he push his way in? No. Good push by the defense. Kuros is there. One of the first guys there. David Cruz coming over the top as well.
Great job, Brock Langren like that. Big 7-0. Getting some time both ways. And a nice push by the defensive line.
Flag down here. The Whitecap will tell us what's going on after they sort it out. That flag is right on the 1-yard line here on the near side. Not much to that.
You don't lose much out of that.
Instead of second down and essentially 1, it's first down and a half-yard for Pomona. Mustangs got to bow the backs again here, and they'll have to do it 3 times. Back to the pistol set now. Roberson's going to stay on the hip of Marcus. Do you give it to Roberson again? Yeah, you have to. He tries to duck his way in there. The big push, did he make it in? Nope, both line judges running in here to sort it out. Now they signal it. Touchdown.
Well, I didn't have any expectations of anything different, but 2 programs like this with these 2 outstanding coaches, this is a moment to prove your manhood. We're not going to the outside. We're going to attack each other in the interior, and Robeson gets across for his 3rd touchdown of the evening. Another score, and now Pomona has eclipsed the 40-point threshold and again have a sizable lead at 22 currently.
8 plays, 80 yards. The extra point by Mallory is up and good, 45-22. 8 plays, 80 yards, capped off by the shortest touchdown run of Therius Robeson's 9th. Just 1 yard out, but it adds to the lead for the Panthers. We'll return in a moment. Post Preps Game of the Week presented by AFW.
Want to be part of the next Post Preps TV broadcast? Pull out those phones. If you've got video of an amazing high school sports highlight, we want to see it. Send it to us so you could be featured in the social spotlight segment of Post Preps TV. Tweet it to us at Post Preps or at Kyle Newman DP, or send us a message on our Facebook page. Your clip might make the cut and be featured on the next episode of Post Preps TV. Colorado's news, wherever you are, whenever you want it.
We're at the NAC, our Post Preps Game of the Week. The Pomona Panthers hadn't given up a touchdown in the second half. Matter of fact, it's been 2 quarters. The last touchdown coming at the end of the first quarter. Mullen was able to push one through, but Pomona came right back and answered. Vibbins with an opportunity to return it from inside the 5-yard line. Second time he's had a chance to return it, and the second time he's gotten good yardage.
It shows his exceptional skill. He's going to be making a lot of splash plays throughout the course of 2017 to finish off his career at Mullen. Now the Mustangs again have to move down the field. We're at that point. I mean, they got to move down the field and get within and under the 20-point deficit threshold after that great drive by Pomona. You know, they had the sizable lead when you speak of the Panthers, but Mullen had just come back, got within 2 scores, and then Pomona puts together that nice drive all the way down the field using both skillful play on the outside and the muscle.
Oh, Pospisil's pulling the trigger, looking for Henderson. Magina on the coverage there, and a little far too far to the outside. Well, take a shot on first down.
Yeah.
And again, we say every game is important, but this is a non-conference game. So you want the fight, you want, and again, Mullen fans, student section, they're still standing up cheering on their team, although they're a little bit quieter than they were in that first period. But you take a shot on first down, and now you got to try to get back on track here, back in system. Quick drop, going for the slant. Oh, he almost threw it away. Henderson was supposed to slant that time. Instead, decided to take it upfield. Arnold almost had himself a pick.
What's been created by the Pomona defense here is their coverage has been so nice, and then the protection or the rush so strong on that play. Mullen and 2-man protect in the backfield, keeping Vivens back too, and out of route running to where you have really ISO situations on the outsides there. And so far, as you saw, Magina twice in a row being in the right spot, able to knock the ball down or at least have great coverage to where no yards gained by Mullen's offense.
3rd and 10 now, throw to the outside, trying to get Vivens into some space, but 3 Panthers collapse on Vivens there. And Moretti, the first one to get there, and then a little help coming from behind. So 4th down and 6 for the Mustangs, and I would imagine here at their own 38-yard line, they'll have to punt it away.
Number 33, Kyle Moretti.
Denver Post Preps game of the week here. It's 0 week. We've got 10 of these for you. We're into the first one. Jackson to do the rugby now. He's going to keep it here. Oh, he got cut from behind, and a great play defensively. Kimanow stayed with him and read the fake punt and will make the tackle.
Oh, one of those situations, right? You know who's back there punting. And you know, one of the advantages of having Adrian Jackson as your punter, at some point the situation's right, you run the guy. Well, considering that Mullen is down 23 points on that, not really worrying about trying to catch him off guard, just can your D1 player make a play on that? And Kimano able to take down the future Oregon Duck. Now with a 23-point lead. Pomona's got the football. They're again deep in Mullen territory. Starting to see a little glimpse of what the final verdict will be in this matchup between 2 top 5 elites.
Full dose of Robeson now. Oh, look at, he's got some room here. Still on his feet, weaving his way through. Nifty move into the end zone. Touchdown. Number 4 for Therius Robeson.
There's still some plays to be made, right? But, maybe there's some little connection going on between me and Robeson. I just handed the roster over to the crew because they were saying that, upcoming we have to make a decision on the American Furniture Warehouse Player of the Game. And I just went 2-6, handed him the roster, and then
sure enough,
there he went.
By the way, that's not his longest touchdown run of the night. Second longest. That one of 34 yards. The longest was his first touchdown tonight from 69 yards out. Mallory, the extra point, it is up and it's good. 52-22. Boy, the runners-up the last 2 years in 5A football making a statement here on 0 week. Back in a moment. It's the Denver Post Preps Game of the Week presented by AFW. Pomona Panthers ready to kick it away here. 52 points on the board for Pomona Mustangs. Put up 22. That's not bad against this big black. And into the end zone. Again, Federation rules, ball cross. I feel like I have to say that first part of the season. We're in 0 week. Yes, he'd like to return it, but it's Federation rules. The ball breaks the plane, it's automatically a touchback.
First down and 10.
Well, we're under 9.5 to play here. Mullen has yielded 52 points in this football game, which will catch your attention. You consider that Mullen defense. They had an exceptional unit with experience along the D-line, and 4 seniors who weren't starters in 2016 but had a lot of playing experience, and Pomona has done this. That's a big number right there on that score bug at the bottom.
Alonzo Moon on the carry, and Javier Crespin with the tackle. Got about a yard out of it.
Kyle Moretti right there. He's made some plays, including an interception, playing tough along the goal line and running side to side, chasing down skills players.
Twin receivers either side. DePizzle, whoop, Franco slipped, came back, made the catch, now trying to break a tackle, and pretty sure tackle that time made by Thiel. He's been pretty good tonight as Franco can't escape the clutches.
Well, that's a look at those little football things. You know, Pomona has that identity. They got the big black thing going on. They wear the black. They've got some toughness, physicality, but there's the little things. Sure tackling, and also a high level of pursuit from multiple players.
Yeah, that gang tackling is there.
They're waving those silver palms downstairs underneath us.
Good Lord, how many cheerleaders are there? That's a good sign. Well, and the dance crew is probably out there too. Oh, DePizzle's going to go up top. Got a man there. It's incomplete. Looking for Henderson, and Magina on the coverage again. He was stride for stride with Wynn Henderson, and Henderson had to go up and try to take it over the shoulder. Probably would have been better served if he'd have turned around to try to make the catch, and that's Henderson not realizing his own speed. He was outrunning that one. Man, DePizzle's got a cannon on him, though. He has launched a couple of them downfield.
Oh, he's a good quarterback, and he proved that last year when he technically, at the time, had to fill in early part of 2016.
2nd and 10, quick throw to Bibbins. Out in space, got a little bit of room here. Off to the race he goes and gets cut down. Magina got him low, and then he got finished off up top. A first down, though, for the Mustangs.
Crowd liked that follow, and then the forceful tackle by Sanjay Strickland, the sophomore middle linebacker.
18-yard pass complete to number 9.
Had the advantage guy in the run off balance. That'll send people off your pins.
Yeah.
But it looked good on TV. Certainly looked good at the NAC for the Pomona faithful.
7:50 to go here in the game. Pizzle will play action, gets it out. Franco in space down the far side. Magina will push him out of bounds. And the sophomore. Nifty footwork and, well, sneaky quick. That's a nice play. They got the defenders to blast through. You just kind of release them through there. And Franco in space, moving the chains.
And right on cue, the camera guys bring up 75 center screen, and you know, one of the little things that made that play successful, big Florian McCann shows you why he will play at CSU in the Mountain West. Downfield, it's up to him with the critical block to spring him, and it's 15 yards off from where his original position is.
How about that O-line for Mullen? All 5 starters are seniors. They're going to do something special this year, that's for sure. They've just run into, according to the Denver Post in the preseason rankings, the 3rd-ranked team in the state. Well, Mullen, by the way, is 4th, but, you know, these Panthers look pretty good. This is a tough one to get 0 week.
Yeah, you know it was going to be a situation where you're going to run into a great team. I mean, you know, an outstanding program, and things have gone well by design for Pomona.
DePizzle's going to look up top here. Can he drop it in there? No. Guess who? And with a beautiful play to keep that ball away from Wynn Henderson. The senior has played very well here tonight. Santos Magin, you watch him stride for stride last minute, got up there, didn't touch the receiver, even though Henderson was saying, hey, I might have. No, that's as clean as can be. Used the correct hand, knocked it away.
Speed, athleticism, technique, he's got the confidence. Haven't talked to Coach Madden about what his opportunities might be in D2.
Here's the cool thing. We're going to get to see Big Black one more time here this season. Quick throw, Franco, the catch. That's going to be enough for the first down. They'll give him progress to the 24-yard line. And a nice pickup of 8 there.
Well, both these squads will continue after this evening to see good programs. Look at Pomona. They've got Fountain Fort Carson coming up. Always kind of a middling record, but you don't want to mess with those military kids.
They are so athletic.
They will
and it
smack
doesn't
you in
matter
the
what
mouth.
year you see them.
Right.
They are scary that way.
Big game at Ralston Valley right here at the NAC for Pomona in week 3.
The Pizzle, little delayed draw. Trying to get it to Vivens there. He's wrapped up about the 25-yard line. Moon, excuse me. I thought they were going to give it to Vivens there. Moon standing straight up. And there's Moretti right in the middle of the action again.
Yeah, he's even being affected a little bit. 80-plus degrees when we started this thing. Now we're at nighttime, but these guys have been working hard. Nice piece of work added to the resume of Moretti.
2nd and 10 here for the Pizzle. Oh, looking for Henderson there. And there were 2 guys on the coverage, and Henderson ended up, oh boy, he's holding his knee. I thought he ended up landing on his back. Well, you hate to see that. Under 6 minutes to go here. Man, oh man. Well, the Trader's going to check him out. We're going to take a break. Under 6 to go in the game, and the Panthers have this one in hand. It's the Post Preps Play of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse.
American Furniture Warehouse is the largest furniture retailer in the country. And now you can order online at thenewafw.com. Shop the largest selection of living room, bedroom, and dining room collections, all right here at the lowest prices. We'll carefully pack and ship your new furniture directly to your home, where our own professionally trained drivers will set it up for you. We can deliver almost anywhere in the U.S. in our own fleet of trucks. Shop online with nationwide delivery at American.
Catch up on the latest Colorado sports news. Wherever you are, whenever you want it, watch the DPTV Sports Minute with Alexis Perry, 24/7 at denverpost.com/DPTV.
Part of the next Post Preps TV broadcast, pull out those phones. If you've got video of an amazing high school sports highlight, we want to see it. Send it to us so you could be featured in the social spotlight segment of Post Preps TV. Tweet it to us at Post Preps or at Kyle Newman DP, or send us a message on our Facebook page. Your clip might make the cut and be featured on the next episode of Post Preps TV. Colorado's news, wherever you are, whenever you want it. Watch it online 24/7, denverpost.com/DPTV.
Well, Wynn Henderson is being helped off here. He was kind of holding his left knee, so we hope better news when the Traders get a good look at him. 52-22, Pomona up on Mullen here from the North Area Athletic Complex, affectionately known as the NAC. Here's some scores from around 5A football.
Yeah, we'll check Class 5A. Another one of the top 10 teams, Columbine Rebels, victorious 21-7 over Ralston Valley this evening. Pooter, a big win up north, beating Douglas County 48-6. Tie ball game, third quarter over in Highlands Ranch. Valor Christian and Faith Lutheran out of Nevada.
Oh, that's a good one going on there. Caught, and Franco is hit immediately over on the far side over there. Garrett Warner finishing off the sophomore in Jason Franco.
Let me look at 4A. 3 games this evening in Class 4A. Rampart Liberty down in the Springs. The Rams are going to come out with a win. They're up 36-20 right now. The War Dog Trophy out on the western slope.
Oh,
Palisade
nice.
always a perennial 3A power up, 14-6 over Grand Junction Central. And they got one more that's got great storyline to it. I'll share after the play.
All right, the pistol going up top on 4th and 10, just through the fingertips of the intended receiver. That was going to be a tough one to get to. Oh, Alonzo Moon loose. Watch him here as he gets loose. Just got his fingertips on it, but can't haul it in. And the ball will be turned over on downs here to Pomona with 5:18 left to go in the game.
A lot of players with the Golden Domes have had a challenging evening. Moon has had a nice night with 3 touchdowns. Just couldn't collect that one. Here's the other one out on the western
here's the
slope.
Score. All right.
Todd Casebeer, you know, 3rd year.
Yes.
Remember he coached Montrose so long? Well, went over to Fruita, took that team, you know, from depths and took them to the playoffs.
That's putting it nicely, yes.
Fruita Monument is visiting Montrose right now. Final score 36-35. Fruita had been down most of the game. Come back, and Todd Casebeer goes back to his old school and gets a 1-point victory.
Wow.
Down in Montrose.
Oh, that victory's got to taste pretty sweet there. Congratulations on that win. Wow. How far away, I guess we got to have Google, and everybody that's watching us online now is probably going to go check. Fruita Monument, where Fruita is, where the high school is, in Montrose. Is that?
That'd be about 45 minutes.
Okay. As the crow flies, probably closer, but you're
depending on who's driving.
Well,
but it's straight south.
Yeah, if you're
along Highway 5550.
So that's not that far then.
Right.
Okay.
45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah. Well, to get from the north side to the south side of the Denver metro area, it's 45 minutes to an hour, so that's nothing over there. That's fine. There's Jay Madden. Boy, he's got him playing, doesn't he, in 0 week. Pomona putting up 52 points. Maybe about the time maybe you get some youngins in there, give them a shot. That is certainly the case. I believe Remington is in at, nope, it is not Remington. It is actually Colton Mueller that is in at quarterback now. So they've got Mueller.
Mueller with the first score of the game for Pomona a long while ago at the 6:55 mark in the first quarter. It was a 24-yard touchdown reception.
So he'll be running things, and they maybe changing things out. Is it going to be Roberson, or is it going to be Tyler Arnold in there? I think it's Arnold, the junior, that is back there at the running back spot. So, yep, it is indeed. So we're going to start to see some of the backups in here. Some good work in 0 week. A lot of the starters for Mullen defensively are still in there.
Well, part of why you love the game, you really just don't know. You can talk about it, yak about it, prognosticate, whatever. But in the end, no way I would have believed you if you would have said these 2 top 5 squads, we'd end up subbing in reserves with about 5 minutes left in the football game.
Well, Pomona just dropped the hammer on Mullen, and Mullen got tired at the end of that first half, but 14 unanswered points after they had been down. Well, I take that back. It was more than that. It had to have been 21 unanswered points because they tied and then took the lead. So I'll have to go back through here. Oh, nifty move there by Tyler Arnold.
It was actually 31 unanswered points.
Math.
Alonzo Moon scored his 2nd touchdown with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. It was a 14-7 Mullen lead. From there,
wow.
Pomona 38-14.
If you'd have told me that was going to happen, I'd have said no way. That's how good Pomona is. And again, we talked about it early here in 0 week that actually both teams have a lot of guys that are going both ways here, playing old-time football. Yeah. You're going to try to stretch it out a little bit. You're going to try to get some other guys in there. But early on, I think the coaching staff's feeling more comfortable with the veterans out there.
So look at Mueller continue to run the offense with reserves out there.
It ball popped up for a moment, but Arnold able to gather it back in. Junior connection of Mueller and Arnold.
untold part of the story. Coaches will know this when they go over game film. It was that point in the second quarter where, you know, we were at a moment where offenses could not be stifled or figured out. Then Pomona, 3 consecutive stops on downs.
Yeah.
And that was huge. Repeatedly getting possession back for the Panthers.
3 3-and-outs.
Right.
I mean, that was stunning, and that says a lot about the defense, of course, for the Panthers. But, boy, to be in that kind of form in 0 week, that's pretty good stuff. Nowhere for Arnold to go this time.
Well, I mentioned scheduling. Pomona's going to be down in the Springs area taking on the Trojans of Fountain Fort Carson. No let up in the aggressive scheduling of Mullen.
No.
Who's next? The state champs.
Sure.
They're at Valor Christian on their campus, and then after that, they're visiting Lou Kellogg Stadium at Regis Jesuit.
Oh.
And that is a salty, physical football squad.
And then you get into the conference.
And then you walk right into the
division
conference.
or whatever it is. The waterfall conferences now.
There's head coach Jay Madden. Pretty good night for him and his big black community.
3rd and 8, and Mueller, the quarterback, in for Ryan Markins. His night is over after a successful job of running things. They give to Arnold again, and he's tackled forward to about the 42-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Gain of 5 that time. And a minute 10 left to go. At the end of the game, we'll choose our, I think everybody knows who the American Furniture Warehouse Player of the Week is, but
we'll wait for this play. I'm
ceremonially,
hearing the crew through my ear. We'll go through the ceremony, and Marcus winding down clock, and eventually he'll boot it away, and then we'll announce the player of the game from American Furniture Warehouse.
Oh boy, Ryan Marcus made me a liar out of me too. I forgot he's the punter, so his night's not over. He's going to go back out there and punt, doesn't he? So the clock continues to tick down here. Snaps a decent one, and we'll kick it here to the sideline. Not going to make a return. Matter of fact, made it all the way to the track here. So.
Well, and Ryan, probably a future in the entertainment industry, knows on cue we've got an announcement to make, so he kicks out of bounds, stop the clock, change of possession, and now let's announce the player of the week from American Furniture Warehouse, and that would be 2-6. I think that's a no-brainer, as you were saying. Silk, Cory Lopez.
Darius Roberson. Congrats, 4 touchdowns. Longest run was his first touchdown, 69 yards. And he capped it off with that 1-yard run, but otherwise runs of 18 and 34 yards. Darius Roberson leading Pomona to a big win here in 0 week.
Congratulations to Darius Robinson. You know, there he's 26 right there. He's just a backup, right?
That's right. It's funny, we started talking about Max Borghi at the beginning of the game, saying, boy, that's a big deal. You know, he's not here. Well, softens the blow a little bit. You know, you got him, and then Borghi will probably be back here in the next few weeks.
Well, Max is out there on the football field. I'm staring at him off camera right now. But you think of the future where Borghi will be back, an all-stater, future Pac-12 player, and then you've also got a changeup back in Robus. A nice night for Pomona with a huge 30-point victory over a top 5 elite.
The final 52-22. Big thanks to you for watching. We got another one coming next week for you. It's at the Stutler Bowl in Greenwood Village. Cherry Creek and Regis. The kickoff at 7 o'clock, and we will be there on Friday. Post-Preps Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse. Make your hard-earned money go further with AFW this Labor Day. Find out more about the great things happening at AFW.com. Congratulations, Darius Roberson, our player of the week. And the Pomona Panthers are 1-0 with a 52-22 win over the Mullen Mustangs. Thanks to the cast and crew behind the scenes, as always. Stream It Sports, the guys putting it all together here for the Denver Post and the Post-Preps Game of the Week. We'll talk to you next week. For Marty Cesario, I'm Cory Lopez. Goodbye from the NAC on this Friday of 0 week.
Hey folks, I'm Kyle Newman with Post Preps TV, your weekly roundup on all things preps. Join me every week for all the latest news and analysis on Colorado high school football, basketball, wrestling, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, volleyball, softball, and many, many more sports. This is a huge top 10 game between these two teams. First, Dillon paces Evergreen with 13.7 points per game.
Yes, sir, this win means so much. I know we've been battling all these past 2 weeks in practice.
That was an amazing moment for me to see him go from good quarterback to really elite Colorado high school quarterback. Hunter Willits and Grant Willits boast 5 state titles between them. Go to denverpost.com/preps for game highlights, a live stream of our game of the week on Post Preps Radio, and our weekly Post Preps podcast. Your sports, wherever you are, whenever you want it. Watch it online 24/7 at denverpost.com/DPTV.
With the largest showrooms and best selection, today's American Furniture Warehouse has something for everyone. We carry hundreds of accent chairs, stools, and recliners at prices that you've come to expect from American. If you haven't been to one of our 14 locations in Colorado or Arizona, come in and take a look. Or shop online at afw.com and we'll white glove deliver into your home and set it up for you. American Furniture Warehouse, the lowest prices anywhere, anytime.
Catch up on the latest Colorado sports news. Wherever you are, whenever you want it, watch the DPTV Sports Minute with Alexis Perry, 24/7 at denverpost.com/DPTV. Catch